What a complete ass.
There you go, Boston. Looking good. Looking good.
Friday! Cancel your appointments!
Mama, I want Minnie. Mama, I want Minnie.
And sorry about that, Anthony.
That's right.
And welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. Oi! Couple phone numbers in the New York City area. 877-692-1027. Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you today. Anywhere else, including, it may surprise you.
Yes.
Philly. Philly. What's up, Philly?
Hey, Philly.
Outside of New York, including Philadelphia, 866-277-4WOW. That's 866-277-4WOW.
This is a prime, where has the time gone moment. Right here, right now. Can you believe it, Opie?
We're saying hi to Philly because a year ago today, WYSP in Philadelphia picked up the Opie and Anthony Show in syndication.
Yeah.
They said it wouldn't last.
This was a year ago today.
We're now a year into syndication.
And some people didn't think we'd finish out the week.
And now we're in something like 22 cities or something like that.
But Philly was the first one. It started a year ago. And thank God and thank the people of Philly. We're doing very, very good in Philly.
That's right.
Thanks to some fine people like Tim Sabian,
who's on hold.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get him on the air, though, Anthony.
Yeah.
We had Stinky go through the show a year ago when we first started syndication.
Yeah.
And he picked out some calls that we were getting from Philly.
Oh, a couple of the calls welcoming us to Philly?
Yes.
Those warm, friendly, cuddly welcome to Philly calls we got a year ago?
Yeah.
Mm.
Would you like to hear Tim Sabian from a year ago?
Oh, that's right. We called him right when we got on the air.
Right. The program director of WYSP.
So this is pretty much exactly to the minute a year ago.
And this is how it went down as we started our syndication. Right. Tim.
Yo.
Hey. Tim Sabian, the PD of WYSP. Tim?
What's happening?
How's it working?
Are we number one yet?
That's all he cares about.
I saw all your quotes in the Philadelphia papers today, you bastard.
The self-centered, selfish person that I am?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, are we number one yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Give us till next Thursday.
See, he doesn't care. It's just product B or product C or whatever the hell is in this time slot. That's all he cares about.
That's right.
Tim, what's the vibe down there?
It's big. It's big.
It's big?
It's big.
We have a lot of people listening today?
Everybody's in the hall, up and down. It's just a buzz. It's buzzing.
Great, and they're saying, be funny.
Have they come into your office yet and said, well, they're really not doing anything yet?
It's been 9 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, where's the funny stuff?
It's on the way. But yeah, everyone's psyched down there?
It is great. It is welcome to Philadelphia. This is an historic day at WYSP once again. And we're looking forward to doing whatever it takes. And we will be big in afternoons. This is huge.
We don't know if it's history like
it's huge.
History like inventing a serum for a disease or history like a building collapse. But it's going to be history one way.
Ann said that a year ago today.
Well, I'm like Kreskin. I was predicting the future.
That's pretty freaky, man.
Sorry,
it's about the audience.
One.
It's about building an audience and just taking care of business here. And are we number one yet?
Not yet, but...
oh, my God, this guy's just going to be on our ass the whole time, Opie. He's going to be on our ass the whole time.
Well, we know what phone call we're not going to take too often.
Not with your help, Tim.
Yeah, Tim.
Oh, God.
Well, the ONA virus has spread to Philadelphia. What can I tell you?
It's intense. It's intense.
Thank you, Tim.
All right, Tim.
Great statement.
Welcome. And,
great quotes.
Anything you guys need?
No, we got two lovely ladies from Philadelphia. We got the care package, and we're pretty psyched.
All right.
Hey, what song was supposed to be playing right now today?
Right now, Aerosmith.
Oops. Sorry, Aerosmith. All right. Thanks, Tim. We got to do a show, okay?
All right. Congratulations.
And there you have it, a year ago today.
That was the phone call.
That's how our syndication started.
That was it. That was like the first break we did.
With a very boring phone call from Tim Sabian.
Yeah.
year later, they're still waiting for us to be funny in Philly.
Look, I know. I've known Tim for a year now, and that call, you could hear how nervous he was. His voice was like, "Yeah, it's gonna be great. The vibe. Oh, yeah, great. Everyone's listening."
In the back of his mind, he's like, "Oh, this better work, or I'm out of a job."
He was going through bailout plans in his head.
Yeah.
All right, when this tanks, I'll be able to go back to music. I'll do this. But lo and behold, wow, Philly embraced us, Opie.
Pope DX from Philly. Hey, why aren't you here for the 1-year anniversary? We should be in Philly today, Anthony.
Wow.
But we committed to the River Rave. We're going to Boston right after the show tonight. Can't wait to go to Boston for the River Rave. So we committed to that a long time ago, and it was just one of those things. We'll get down to Philly soon, though, right?
Are we going to get calls? You guys won't be here a year and 2 months.
You want to hear the first Philly caller?
Ah, yeah.
You want to explain this to the other cities? Because this is exactly what happened when we moved back to New York City 4 years ago.
New York, to Philly, every city that accepts this program, the first day we're on the air, we get calls like this. It's people that just do not want to accept something new. They've listened to minutes of the program and decided they think it sucks. So we take the calls because it's kind of funny because we know how this is going to end. We know we're going to do well and have fun with the people in those cities. But right off the bat, people get a little edgy and they don't like change.
Especially because we haven't done anything yet. This call came in 15 minutes into the program.
Yeah, we talked to Tim.
I wonder if this guy, Tom, was the first Philly caller. I wonder if Tom is still listening today.
Well, if he is, we'll be able to tell if his voice is the same or something, because I'd love to talk to Tom. See if he still hates us.
Yeah, well...
He might. Who knows?
Here's Tom, the first Philly caller, as we went into syndication a year ago today. You want to go to Tom, who's calling from Philadelphia? Tom!
Yeah.
Hey.
Our first call from Philadelphia.
Yeah, your first call from Philadelphia. The first call from Philadelphia is telling you we don't want you guys here. You're trash.
I love it.
I can already tell you're trash.
There we go. How could you tell after 15 minutes?
Because you guys aren't funny at all.
Well, give us some time.
Give you some time. I want to listen to rock and roll. I don't want to listen to no more people talking.
Wow,
There's a million talk stations in Philadelphia.
And there's a million radio stations playing music, right, Tom?
Yeah, well, we want music. WYSP is the best rock station. We want to listen to rock. We don't want to listen to white trash people from New York. Stay in New York. You should have stayed in New York. Don't try coming around here.
Oh, no. Hey, Tom.
What?
What song are you missing right now?
Aerosmith, like Tim just said.
I think they would have been into the next song by now.
Well, they would have been playing Led Zeppelin then.
All right,
you guys are white trash.
All right,
That's all there is to it.
What Led Zeppelin song?
Let me see. Dire May or some stuff.
Well, haven't you heard that enough, Tom?
No, well, I don't want to. No one in Philly wants to hear. Well, no one in Philly wants to listen to you guys.
Well, you just wait and see, all right, Tom?
Yeah, no. I'm not going to wait.
We'll obviously be talking to him as the weeks go on.
We told him wait and see, and we did pretty well in Philly so far.
I'd like to hear his opinion now.
Yeah.
I want to know after a year if he just stopped listening or... I don't know. I'd like to hear from him.
Yes, Jim?
You know how you knew he was an ass? Because he said, we don't want to hear no talk. You want to hear rock and roll.
Yeah. We've heard that so many times. Whenever we take over a music slot, man, it's brutal. Because people just, they're used to it.
Who refers to it as rock and roll?
Rock and roll. Ba 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 bang a dang dang a dang a dang dang. Alan Freed's Rock and Roll Show. Rock and roll.
Want to hear no talk?
I got the second call from Tim Sabian. Don't worry, we're not going to spend all day on this, just his first break. But Tim Sabian calling back early in the program a year ago as we went into syndication. Tim.
I don't want to speak too loudly here.
What's the matter?
I'll be leaving out through the alley door.
Tim, you were so excited an hour and a half.
I was.
What happened?
And I still am.
Okay, what happened?
Oh, please.
Are you fielding a lot of phone calls there?
Yeah.
We told you about this. It's called The Purge.
This is The Purge, the first phase.
We're so experienced with this.
When does the binge come?
You should be binging right now.
Don't you worry about a thing.
Okay.
Tim, can you tell us some of the phone calls you're getting so far?
Where's the Van Halen?
Uh-huh.
Where's the Aerosmith?
Uh-huh.
Where's Cousin Ed?
Yeah.
These guys suck.
Right.
Where's the Van Halen?
Uh-huh.
Where's the Aerosmith?
Uh-huh.
These guys suck. Where's...
Yeah.
Was there one promising call, Tim?
Yes, there was.
Just to give us a little hope.
Yeah, Ken said, "How you doing?" I said, "It's going great."
Good.
Ken, of course, the boss of both stations.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
You had to be prepared for this.
Absolutely.
Come on, you're going from music to this drivel?
Let me tell you something. It's over the top. It's going all the way to number one.
I think at this point Tim's like, "Oh my God, they don't do anything."
Oh no, what happened?
They said it was a fun show.
I don't know what happened.
Wait, I thought they did things.
Did we get the Opie and Anthony or one of them? Like Gallagher 2? You know how Gallagher goes out and his brother goes out as Gallagher 2? Did we get Opie and Anthony 2?
Yeah, so when did the real Opie and Anthony show up?
Yeah.
When did they smash the watermelon?
He's thinking to himself, because he heard the whole show yesterday. Maybe they're just still hungover from those 9 bottles of champagne from yesterday.
You want us to do some shots of Jaeger?
Let's go.
Yeah, you're
right.
You're ready.
Let's slam them.
I'll do that.
Set them up. Let's knock them down.
All right, Tim. We're going to check in from time to time just to make sure everything's okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
What memories? There was Tim's, he sounded a little more nervous. He'd probably been just getting bludgeoned in the office.
With hate calls.
With hate calls.
Yeah.
People that want to hear the music.
Now we got all these nice memories with Philly.
Oh, my God.
This is just the beginning. The first day in syndication.
The road show, the Norton shows that we've done. Unbelievable. The concert, Kid Rock show we just went to recently.
Right.
And it's amazing hearing that first call, but no one understood the juicy lima bean buttocks that were waiting.
Here's the second Philly call.
Uh-oh.
A year ago today, as we were trying to do our first show in syndication for Philadelphia.
Any better?
No. And then we have one more Sabian call, and then we move on.
All
Okay?
right.
Hello.
Anthony, they're saying we got a positive call on the line. Yes, Chris from Philly.
This is Chris. I'm calling from Newton.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm listening off 94.1.
Yeah, that would be WYSP in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I was in my car. I'm trying to get some music on, and I hear this crap.
Okay.
Are you going to be spinning records at all?
Yeah, a little bit, sure.
We spin them in front of us.
Because I don't need... Why do you have to talk all that much? You're not even saying anything important.
Exactly. You got the show now. Our first Philly listener that figured out the show.
I just wanted to hear some music, and then I get this garbage.
Chris, what can we play for you today?
What do you want to hear?
How about some Van Halen?
Yeah.
Or is that too much of a problem?
You haven't heard enough Van Halen in your life, or what?
Why don't you just play some? It's a music station. Maybe you should play some music.
But haven't you heard all the Van Halen?
Well, look, you got Cousin Ned on, and then you got this crap.
Yeah,
you play some music. Why can't you?
Cousin Ed's still rocking, sure.
Why can't we play music?
You know, sir, why don't you get into a warm bath, open your veins, and play Brown-Eyed Girl, you white trash rock and roll lover?
Who the hell is that?
Hey,
yeah,
Jim Norton's in the studio.
Yeah, why don't you talk about something interesting? Play some music at least.
Play some music.
Yeah, you know, it was funny the first
Drink
time I heard
AIDS
it.
at a picnic.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
You didn't enjoy the game What's in My Pants?
I was trying, you know, it would be cool if I hadn't heard it 1,000 times on other shows before.
I don't think you've heard that
What's
before.
in My Pants?
It's very similar.
You've heard Wood Floor and Mohawk and that's an old Benet Ramsey.
I'm insulted because that's an O&A original.
Yeah, it's the first time anybody's done something like that.
Of course, Chris.
Get the hell out of here.
All right.
I don't need to talk to you.
Yeah, all right.
I'm not...
All right. We'll be looking forward to Chris's calls in weeks to come.
That's right.
Because they always call back.
Wow.
Oof. That guy was a little brutal.
He annoyed me again.
Yeah, all over again.
I want to hear you spin some records.
It's like a year ago. All over again.
Who spins records in this day and age?
Then he goes, you guys don't talk about anything. Well, you figured this out.
Wow, good. First day and the guy completely got the show. You guys aren't talking about anything. Yeah. Sorry, that's what you get.
All right, and wrap it up. Tim Sabian called back one more time a year ago today as we started syndication.
Checking up on us.
To Philly. Now let's talk to the Tim Sabian at 5:53.
I hate these guys. Will you ever play Ozzy Osbourne? It just doesn't stop.
Well, you had to know that when you put us in place of music that people love, that you're going to get some flack.
Yeah, but...
Tim?
You know, it's funny for the first 10 minutes. Now, will you ever play Ozzy Osbourne? Will you ever play Van Halen? Mm-hmm. These guys suck. It's a mantra.
Are you reading feedbacks or just telling us this?
No, just off the top of my head.
Is that just you talking?
Memorized.
The beaten Tim Sabian. What'd you think?
Are you the only one left in the studio now down there?
Yeah, that's it. Just me, the janitor.
Everyone's
and the night
fled.
watchman.
Man, you sound beaten.
This poor guy.
It's a long day.
I got audio, Anthony, of Tim Sabian as he tries to get his job back after this.
Oh, really?
This train wreck. Yes. Would you like to hear it?
Let's hear.
Let's listen to Tim Sabian.
Don't just stare at it, eat it.
Is it that bad, Tim? Oh my God! It's really it's weighing on you, isn't it? Oh wait, we have Tim's boss on the phone.
Yeah.
Hello?
You're fired!
Wow, it is bad. If one sound effect could sum up us in Philly, I think it's this. No? What could help?
But
oh,
Anthony, I have more audio
Awful.
of Tim Sabian's boss.
What are you people? On dope?
Tim?
Yes.
Tim, comment?
Comment, Tim.
It hurts.
Uh-oh, Tim's boss on the phone. Jeez, this guy doesn't give up.
Your days of finger old Mary Jane Bruntenkrotz through her pretty pink panties are over.
Hey, here's the new program director.
Never fear, Smith is here.
Ah, you poor bastard.
Here's Tim trying to explain this whole mess to his boss, Anthony.
I got sort of a kind of brain.
Here's him trying to describe the show to his boss.
It's gonna make you puke.
Tim's boss.
Go F yourself!
Is this kind of what's going on?
Exactly. Right to the T.
Yeah. All right,
Tim.
Feel bad for him now.
Maybe tomorrow will be better.
Have 2 Jägermeisters and I'll forget about everything.
All right. Well, here's Tim's boss.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
All right.
Tim, you're the only one not laughing.
Well, thanks for slowing up my life. That's okay.
Tim's boss, Anthony.
Get on your hands and knees like a dog. That's it! Crawl around like a dog!
You see? Your stupid minds. Stupid!
Tim, would you like to give out the address for the complaint letters that will be following?
Ah, very good.
I'll have a P.O. box and a 1-800 number.
All right. Well, thank you, Tim.
All right.
Hang in there.
I got to go back to packing.
Okay.
Oh.
There he goes. The man responsible
Just
for
remember,
this.
I've got 2 kids and a mortgage.
We understand. Thank you, Tim.
All right, thanks.
The guy responsible for wrecking your radio station.
So great. How miserable did he sound?
There you go, Anthony. It was a year ago today. We started syndication to Philly.
We sure got away with a lot more a year ago.
Yeah, you hear all the new beats in our bits?
Scumbags.
Hear that?
Boy, and that was a year ago. We got away with a lot more a year ago than we do now. God, I hate that.
Whose decision is that? Who says that now you have to beat that?
I don't know. It's ridiculous. Anyway, though, let's talk to Tim really fast. Tim!
Oh, yes, Tim?
Swilling champagne.
Oh, is that what you're doing? You're just drinking the champagne now?
From a year ago, you guys are up 176% with men 25-54.
Look at that.
36% over the second-rated station. 134% with men 18 to 49 from a year ago. 152% over the growth from a year ago in men 18 to 34.
He certainly did.
It's huge.
Tim, now a year later, I think you could be a little honest. That first day when we were calling you up, and you were being very nice on the phone and very supportive, what were you really thinking as far as the phone calls you were getting and how this show would perform on your station?
I figure there's got to be another radio station in the country someplace that would hire me.
It was that bad, right?
There was a couple of weeks, about 2 months of fielding phone calls and letters and,
Yeah.
This show really, really sucks out of the box.
It really does.
Because we were listening to the first show we did for Philly. I'm surprised anyone is still listening to us.
We gave you guys nothing.
We were
nothing.
Horrendous.
It was a little nerve-wracking, too. It was our first city that we were syndicated to.
Yeah, but
so even though you're just sitting in here doing the same show you've done, on my mind is, oh, my God, people are listening that hate us.
I'll tell you something. Stinky listens to the whole first show.
You guys suck.
Yeah, bring Stinky in real fast. Stinky, who now has grown balls.
It wasn't even funny.
But look how great it's turned out.
Awful!
I smoked 5 joints and it still wasn't funny. Where's young Garrett?
He's in the bathroom?
Oh, now he doesn't even...
Because we gave Stinky the job of going through the first show to see if there's some stuff we could play for everyone. You know, the first callers hating us and things like that. He comes in and he goes, I almost fell asleep.
Horrible.
It was awful.
Well, you know, it was one of those days. Very nerve-wracking.
So, all right, Tim.
Well, thanks you guys very much for a great year.
A year later, we're rocking and rolling.
When you guys coming back, we got to have a 1-year celebration.
Yeah, we ought to do that.
Yeah, we got to figure something out. We got to do it soon. And thank you for Chicago. Tim runs the Chicago station we're on, and we're now on 7 to 11 in Chicago, Anthony.
Yes.
On a regular basis, every night.
No more hockey.
Basis.
No more hockey interrupting us.
How great is that?
Hold on, Stinky's in the studio. Stinky, how bad was our first show to Philly?
Oh, it was a tense one.
Yeah.
People were coming by and you had to introduce everyone again.
Yeah, we were like...
Hey, Marco, he does this.
Oh. Instead of just doing the show, everything we did, we had to just spoon feed to everybody.
Yeah.
This is Joey Paisano. He brings us food.
He owns a place called Paisano. Here's Brother Joe. He is my biological brother.
It was that bad?
Yeah.
We were over-explaining everything?
Oh, I can imagine.
We gave up on that like 10 markets ago.
I know, we really did.
We were like, screw it if they don't get it in Albany. What are we going to do?
Here's a bit where we called out butt plug and looked for butt plugs. And,
God damn. Notice I'm saying butt plug, but the guy doesn't know what I'm saying. Just in case you don't get it there in Philly.
We've come a long way. Thanks, Sting. All right, Tim, we got to do a real show now.
All right, congratulations. We got the greatest listeners in Philadelphia and in Chicago.
Thank you, Philly. We'll be back soon.
All right.
Hey, Tim.
Nope.
Oh. Hey, Anthony, by
the way, Tim's still fielding those calls.
Before we take our first break, we're talking about syndication a little bit, which we don't do often. I want to say thank you to Dallas. Dallas has decided to move our show down starting Monday.
Yep.
We're now going to do, I think, 7 to 11 in Dallas instead of being on in the middle of the night.
And also, big news.
Are we allowed to announce...
I wouldn't yet, but I'm just saying...
No, this one we're allowed to. The listeners know. They're sending in an email.
I know, but
I'll just read this email.
Okay.
Because nothing's official.
All right.
I could do that, right?
It's not saying anything of where or anything, right?
Scott from Seattle.
Specifically.
Dude, it's in an email.
Yeah.
How does this guy know?
He probably works in the industry.
What do you mean?
He probably works in the industry. What do you mean?
Screw that.
It's like Voss's stupid questions from his tape yesterday.
I say we read this email, and that means we'll be on Monday instead of a few weeks down the road.
Anyone in the industry here?
I will just read this email.
Just read the email.
All right.
Ben's against it.
Remember, we were on a tiny little AM station in Seattle, right, Ant?
But it seemed we were getting a few callers, fans of the show from Seattle.
It seemed like we had a little following, sure, but they didn't think so, and they decided to boot our asses and move the station back to classic country.
Classic country.
Ben is freaking out. It's just an email. It doesn't say what. It doesn't say anything else.
Other people's jobs, maybe. So.
Oh, well.
Oh, stop it.
Well, now they know. Now they know. It doesn't say anything else.
It's not specific.
So we got dumped really bad.
Yeah.
And we said we would be back, and everyone had a laugh. All our critics were laughing.
It wasn't
saying, "See, these guys stink in syndication. They're getting stations dropped left and right, even though it was 2. It was Seattle and Austin." And we said we'd do something with Seattle that would make big news.
It was a crappy AM we were on.
All I'm saying is Scott from Seattle, nice on the re-syndication to Seattle.
Ah.
Guys can't wait until I won't give the day, see? Didn't give the day. Even though you're not live, it's still great to know that you'll be back on Seattle airwaves again. And this is a much, 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 much bigger station.
Much more gooder.
Much more powerful. All right? So that's that.
And gooder.
And another city to announce in the very near future. All right?
Roll the dice. Oh. Didn't apply yesterday, but it applies in that sense.
Oh, very nice.
Certainly does. There you go.
Well, we're already on in Vegas.
I know.
Short flight. I know our drive.
Short flight.
Roll the dice in between taking some runs down the slope.
Oh. Roll the dice, Naughton.
All right. Lady Di and Marion, Philly endorsement, 12 seconds. We'll play this.
These guys are very
Hold on. Ready, go.
But, Philly, these guys are very cool, and you'll get to know them. You'll love them.
I'm sold.
You'll love them.
I'm sold.
That's right.
It's really rare.
Just listen to them for a week and forget. You guys will love them.
All right.
Hey, there you go. Wow, that must have sold it. That must have put us over the top.
That awful tongue lolling. That's a big tongue sick enough.
All right, Anthony, on the show today.
Yeah.
Screech in studio.
Well, Opie, can't you use his real name?
I don't know his real name. He's Screech.
Dustin Diamond.
Oh, okay. Should be nice to him because he could kick your ass.
I know him.
All right.
How do you know him?
I've hung out with him when he came to New York. We went and looked at Rats together.
You did?
Me, him, and Voss and Bob Gullib from L.A., yeah. And I heard he's a great
What do you mean you
chess
looked at Rats?
Me and Voss are lonely, so we'd go by this park by Broadway and just look at little rats run. We would feed rats. And one of the things we did was when Dustin was here.
You really do have an awful life.
You fed rats with
we put the peanut butter out, and we would just sit in the car and watch them. And Voss is such a cowardly, midget-fingered Jew that every time the rats run out of the park, he would roll his window up. Like, you scumbag.
They're going to jump.
They're not going to rappel into the car.
They climb up his teeth. That's what he was frightened of.
They were running. I was dodging them.
All right. I heard that Dustin... is a chess, he's a
good chess player.
Really good chess player, and he was putting together something. I got to talk to him about this. A comedy chess video.
Really?
Yeah, even though I go, really? I think it was coined edutainment.
That's a song by Boogie Down Productions.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Well, we'll have to talk to him about chess and comedy and how you tie those two things together.
I can't wait.
Well, I'm a big chess fan.
Yes, you are, Nord.
Thank God Philly knows we gave him 364 days of great radio.
And then there's today.
So they'll stick with us through this mess.
But I have
comedy and chess.
I have a couple of Kasparov anecdotes I'll share later.
Jim, what's going on? Jim calling from Seattle. Anthony. Hey, what's up, Jim?
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
Great to hear you guys back on in Seattle.
But how do you know?
The 16th, I think.
How do you know without saying anything too specific?
Well, the guy just talked about it who's on the same station right now.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, they're already promoting it?
Yeah.
What did they say?
They just said you guys will, if you guys like our show and whatever, Don and Mike and everything, then you'll like you guys.
Cool. All right.
You guys are on the same station, but you're after like us.
After like us on the Buzz?
Yep.
The Buzz in Seattle.
There you go.
If they're promoting it, I guess we could say something. Thanks, Jim.
Thanks.
All right, man.
Bye.
All right, so we got Screech. Tyson Lewis is tomorrow. So Tyson might be stopping by today.
Really?
Yeah,
who booked? Oh.
What?
Oh, I thought he was...
He's always by.
Of course he is. Yeah, no, I understand.
Videotaping yourself having sex, Anthony. We got to talk about that a little bit today. Jim Gaffigan in studio. He's hilarious. We got to talk about the MTV Movie Awards. Kreskin phoner at 4:15.
Oh, thank God. We're going to get Kreskin on the phone to talk about that UFO sighting
in the Nevada desert.
Desert.
Where's that email that I got that was hilarious?
What was it, Norm?
It was a bust.
Was it?
It was a bust.
Where did you read about it?
I heard about it on Art Bell. I listen to Art Bell.
He's a kooky guy.
I love Art Bell.
He's a UFO man.
Yeah.
But,
you want to explain the UFO thing real fast in case people, I don't know, don't listen as much as they should be?
Kreskin predicted that there would be the biggest UFO sighting in, how he put it, of the century. But considering it's only a couple of years into the century, I think he meant the entire 20th
Bin Laden.
Bin Laden, as his glasses fly off and his hair gets all tousled. He said that there was going to be this huge UFO sighting in the Nevada desert. He pinpointed the time and date and told people to go out there, and if this isn't the biggest UFO sighting in history, he would pay $50,000 to a charity.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it happened last night, didn't it?
We got the press release in front of us.
The press release is for immediate release. It's like a big important thing. And it's all written by him. And he's got Las Vegas, June 7th. Like, it's a big important thing with a big headline.
Yeah, go ahead. Read it real fast.
And what began as a demonstration of the powers of mass psychological suggestion, world-renowned mentalist, the amazing Kreskin UFO prediction came true in front of thousands of viewers. Kreskin intended to exhibit the ramifications of the power of suggestion could have if used by terrorists or enemies of the free world. However, in a stunning turn of events, there was an actual UFO sighting that was broadcast live by NBC Las Vegas news crews.
It was not. It was a bust. No, they saw flares.
Hold on. I got an email from someone that was there. Continue with the press release.
Not true.
Rick just circled the first paragraph, but the second paragraph is priceless.
I guess this is a Kreskin quote.
Yeah.
My original intention was to demonstrate a scenario where an enemy who may possess the same skill and similar abilities to yours truly would create a mass happening on even a larger scale and over a much greater territorial area, stated Kreskin. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine that the prediction would come true and be seen by thousands of people watching the evening news.
So he didn't even believe in his own prediction.
No, he said he was just saying this so he'd get people out there, and through, I guess,
the power of suggestion.
They would see something.
Right. But then it actually came true.
Then somebody saw something.
But he didn't even believe in his own prediction that he predicted on this very show. What a creep.
And thank God Kreskin is there to help us out with the terrorism thing.
Yeah, Bin Laden. Why not? It was flares.
All right, well, here's an email from Sean. And the subject is, warning, warning, Kreskin is a S-head.
Is that the headline from his immediate release?
It's good to be back to the humor on this goddamn show. Kreskin is an a-hole. He sucks our energy. What he did was tell the 1,000 people that showed that they would see a UFO. Then an airplane flew over and about 15 retards believed that they saw something, and Kreskin said, "Show's over, go home." What a dick. It was the largest UFO sighting of the century. He got 15 people to believe they saw a UFO.
I heard 4 different planes. People saw 4 different planes, and then there was a point where there was like 4 flares. There was no UFO sighting. It was a bust. Ugh.
Not only that, if you've ever been out in the desert, out west, the sky is amazing. And if you stand there for any length of time, 5 minutes, you're going to see things in the sky. You're going to see
shooting stars
by the hundreds.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see satellites that are orbiting our planet in the right place at the right time. And it just so happened the space station that they're building was over that location at that time. So I guess he was banking on that. The shuttle had just launched and is docking with that space station. So that was generally in the same area.
Can you see it with the naked eye or no?
Yeah, you see something moving. You see a reflection.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So Kreskin, had all of his eggs in one basket here with this one, if I may use that term.
Well, Kreskin's calling in about a half hour, Anthony.
Is he?
Yeah, so we'll get him on the air to talk about this.
Is he able to predict the fact that we're going to make him look like a buffoon yet again? Has he predicted that?
He's not going to have much time for us. I think the press is hot on his heels.
He always gets off the phone so quickly. Whenever he comes in here to do something, he runs in, does it, and goes, I got to go. The press is waiting. I'm going to have to talk to the press.
Do you know, in 33 years, I've never seen him on the news.
No.
Ever.
Never.
For immediate release.
The best is when, I know he said this the last time he called, but he shows up, he's got his TV makeup on, and I are so embarrassed. We're like, oh, God. He goes, well, I'm getting ready for all the interviews I got to do after I do this Bin Laden thing. So we had Steve from FoundryMusic.com with the video camera follow Kreskin out to the courtyard, Anthony, where I guess he was going to have this big, huge press conference. They were gathering as he was doing this thing on our show. Steve runs out with Kreskin, and Kreskin runs out to an empty effing courtyard. Steve said he was so embarrassed and just wanted to crawl and hide. And then Kreskin did the famous Dr. Bellows thing with the,
But I thought a second ago at Major Nelson there was...
But they're over, maybe they're... Yeah.
Peter Brady had more people at his surprise party than Kreskin had at his press conference.
All right, well... if you go to Kreskin.com, he's got a bunch of press clippings for when he was in the news. Now, as I click on them, all I am seeing is ancient news clippings. Where are the dates in this?
George Reeves?
Look, there's a picture of Superman and Lois Lane.
Oh, my God.
Okay, Critics' Choice. He's got... I guess, The Amazing Kreskin's going to be on NBC. And then they have a bunch of shows that have been off the air for years. He's got his TV Guide clippings in this. There's nothing recent in,
was there a picture
in
of
this
George
at all.
Reeves? Did Kreskin sell him the pistol?
All right, well, why don't we step aside?
He's amazing.
And we'll continue. It's the Opie and Anthony Show, POD, boom. They're playing the River Rage Sunday in Boston. We're bringing the party to Boston right after tonight's show. We'll be there all weekend and then broadcasting live from WBCN the day after the River Rage. It's going to be a lot of fun this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait to see some old faces, some new faces. Yeah. I just hope I don't get choked out again this year.
Oh, that was last year, too?
Holy yes.
That was, what the hell was his name?
Stevie Richards.
Stevie Richards. Choked you out. I was flung off his back like a fly.
That was a bad scene. That sucked bad.
Not fun.
Not at all. Couple phone numbers. Oh, go ahead.
And then you get made fun of by the other wrestlers because they all think Steve Richards is a pussy.
Yeah.
And you're the guy that got choked out by him.
By the way, Anthony said that, Stevie.
Oh, I don't care. He is a pussy. Let him come here and kick my ass. I'll show him.
There's going to be a lot of wrestlers at the River Rage Sunday, Anthony.
What has Stevie Richards done lately? Anything?
Yeah, they reinvented him.
Did they?
Yeah. Doing something a little different for the WWE. And Shawn Michaels has returned.
Oh, he has?
Yep.
Not wrestling.
Yep.
Really?
Yep. Joined the NWO.
I thought he had that bad leg.
It was a bad back.
No, bad back. Whatever.
I know who gave him the bad back. I think it was Tyson.
Really?
Remember, Tyson was part of a wrestling fan will help us out, but Tyson was part of one of those WrestleManias.
Yeah.
And he came in and gave Shawn Michaels one of those fake hits or something.
Oh, that's right.
But I think that was the thing that messed up Shawn Michaels. I think it was like 4 years ago now.
I forgot he was
Someone
part
will
of that.
correct me. I'm not positive, but I think that's how it went down.
Because I forgot that he was part of WrestleMania.
Tyson?
Yeah.
A few years ago?
Oof.
A couple phone numbers in New York and the surrounding areas of New York, 877-692-1027. Anywhere else, 866-277-4WOW.
Wow.
Breaking news, Anthony.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lopez splits with husband number 2.
That was her second husband?
Yeah, that was her. Yeah, oh yeah, she tossed the first one aside as soon as she got famous.
Really?
She did that thing.
Yeah.
A lot of the celebrities do that thing.
Yes.
Oops. Okay.
They must have their reasons.
Yeah, I bet they do. I bet they all do.
Wow. Insert foot. But she has split with Chris Judd. They have separated, Anthony.
How long have they been
husband?
Been together?
Not like a year. Less than a year.
Dancer husband?
Yeah, Chris Judd. She blew off Puffy for this guy. She's going back with Puffy, I'm telling you right now.
Do you think?
Without a doubt.
I don't know. I think he's a little
writing
too...
songs about her.
A little too gangsta for her image.
Nah, she's going to go back with him. You watch.
I think it hurt her image to have the Puffster there with his gats and whatnot. We saw that, what was it, True Hollywood Stories? Me and Ben were watching something in the office and had Puffy. And just how he's like, all I drink is the Chrissy. All I drink is the Chrissy, man. And the people in the bars are talking about how they'll bring 4 buckets of Cristal at a time. He'll go through $15,000-$20,000 worth of Cristal in one night, just hanging out with his boys. Yeah, this here's all on Biggie. Everything's on Biggie. And all I kept thinking is seeing poor MC Hammer on those goddamn car insurance commercials.
Oh, did you see that?
Did you see
I saw that.
Did you see the one with Tiny Hammer? Where little miniature Hammer is talking to the two construction workers on the job site about insurance. And then at the end of it, they go, hey, but what are you doing in the toolbox? He goes, hey, I'm the Hammer.
Oh, boy.
My jaw hit the floor. I'm like...
I saw that car insurance commercial. Is that a national commercial or is it just local?
I could not even tell you.
It looks like it's a local commercial.
It looks like a little local commercial.
At first, you don't recognize it's Hammer. By the end of it, you're like, oh, my God.
Oh,
Hammer.
Boy. There's the same guy that had that palatial mansion that he couldn't pay for and all his posse. He was buying helicopters for the Oakland Police Department.
Mm-hmm. How do you blow all that money, man? What's wrong with people?
You know what it is? It's your peeps. This has happened to so many people, usually boxers, but a lot of sports figures, rap stars. For some reason,
they take care of all their peeps around them.
People in the community feel that if they make it, they have to bring everybody they've ever known ever in their life along for the ride. And these people are a lot of scumbags that just fleece them. They sit there and fleece them with the booze and the dope and the chicks and the cars. What do you need 50 cars for? You see all the cars Hammer had? The guy had all kinds. This here's my Rolls Royce. What do you need that for? 50 cars.
And how much does he drive each car?
He doesn't. He collects them.
Just to show off, right?
Yeah. And then they got all taken by the bank because he was paying for everything. He had an entourage.
I need one car. That's it.
Just need a car.
Give me a nice car.
Maybe two if you're really famous.
No, I need one car.
I'd like to have two.
Why?
Because I have my Saturn, which is my sensible Jimmy Norton car.
Right.
And I'd like to have another one that a girl gets in and goes, wow, this is... Something
a little nice.
You make a
something
lot of...
Something with a little more headroom.
Lexus, exactly.
Something a little nice, right?
A leathery Lexus.
Dude, I was in Patrice's car last night. Where the F is he pimping?
But let me tell you something about what that ass did. He bought it with 100,000 miles on it.
Patrice has this Cadillac, Ant.
Is it the sky blue one from 48 Hours?
No, nice.
He has got to be a pimp when he's not doing his comedy. He's a big man, as you all know, after yesterday's show. We're at the garage getting his car, and the little garage, the garage guy comes driving his car up like they do.
Mm.
You could barely see the guy's head. He was sitting on the floorboard.
Well, Patrice is a big guy.
The seat was so low and so far back, the guy was like this, stretched all the way out, trying to get Patrice's car.
It's a great car, but it would be nicer if he had bought it without 100,000 miles on it.
100,000 miles?
100,000.
What year is it? Is it new or an old, classic
Not
Caddy?
that old. No, it's a few years.
Yeah?
I mean, it's in good shape, but 100,000 miles.
Well, Voss did the same thing with his Mercedes.
All I hang out with is used car buying asses. Do I have any friends with dignity or class?
So getting back to the cars and stuff.
Oh, yeah, and Hammer.
Right.
With his 50 cars, he had that huge mansion, and then eventually... when you watch the Behind the Music, it's great, because he goes, and then I just started getting these tax bills and bills for my entourage, and my accountant said, you just don't have any money left. He had made a fortune.
$30 million, right?
The Pepsi endorsements, yeah.
$30 million, a hell of a lot more than that.
He went through millions. More millions than you can imagine. And just peed it all away, as they say, on an entourage and all the peeps. So that's what happens a lot of times with these guys. Boxers, the same thing. How many boxers just went broke?
They're saying Tyson doesn't have much money left.
Well, Don King, scumbag. That guy's a prime example. He's a prime example of just attaching himself like a leech to the guy that's doing the work in the ring and then just soaking him. And then once they're done, he throws them away. The entourage leaves. They're satisfied. They go on to the next guy. And he's left broke.
You need an entourage?
For some reason, in the community, You need an entourage.
We have an
See
entourage.
Puffy's entourage?
We have an entourage.
We have an entourage?
Of mental patients that follow us around.
Yeah.
But you're not paying for them. They're not.
Oh,
you're
you
not
don't
buying
think so,
them
do you?
every, cars and paying their rent.
Let me show you some bills.
All right.
Puffy, though, he has an entourage, and you know something? You got to make sure that when you're done, when you're finally done, and everything's over with, you have a little something left to go off somewhere and do something with.
I think the mistake.
Take care of yourself.
I think the mistake a lot of these guys make is they just assume they're going to be huge forever.
Right. Yeah.
Especially these music guys. I mean, your shelf life in music, it can't be more than 2 albums.
Very short.
Most cases,
but
it's
one
live,
album.
They live like they're going to be Zeppelin or something, you know?
And for the rest of their lives, they're going to be able to cash in on what they're doing. Don't work that way.
Puffy's smart, though. He's not stupid. A lot of these guys are dumb.
How do you know?
He just seems like he's really a bright...
Didn't Hammer look smart at the time? Like
No.
he was a business guy? What? He's getting Pepsi endorsements? The guy's richer than rich. He looked like the type of guy that if it all went away, he'd be fine for the rest of his life. It looks to me like Puffy spending $20,000 a night on Cristal is the kind of guy that, when it's all said and done and over with, what do you do?
$20,000 a night on booze.
And then they try to diversify. What, he's got a clothing line and stuff like that? Hammer had them pants.
That's right.
He had some Hammer wear.
He had the genie pants.
Yeah, those big genie pants. Oh.
Hey, Mike.
Boss bought at least one pair.
He sure did. Mike, what's going on?
My 2 favorite crackers. What's going on now?
Let's get the black man perspective on this one.
Now look here. Leave him alone. He like Jesus to us. We got a pair of big pants in the closet we pray to every night before we go to bed.
Religious Hammer. They all turn to God, too. When everyone else abandons them, Jesus is there, man.
Yo, I saw him on TVN rapping with a gospel rap. I was sitting there like, this brother has fallen off, hasn't he?
No one is fine and dandy and turns to Christ, man.
Well, listen,
it's always the guys that, just get left behind. The footprints in the sand. At my lowest point, you left me alone. I saw one set of footprints. That is when I carried you, my son.
All right, listen, the whole thing with the entourage perspective, you go back to the hood, you see your boy sitting on the street corner, he ain't got no money. Yo, man, come with me. You know what I mean? You want to help out the brothers. But then, I don't know if it's noble or stupid, though. It seems like a nice Robin Hood kind of thing to do, but when it's all said and done, these guys just go off and leave, and they probably don't even put Hammer up for the night when he needs a place to sleep.
Hammer would go to the hood and somebody be like, yo, Hammer, my man just got out of jail, and Hammer would give him a job. You know, that's how he works.
Okay, that's another thing Hammer spent a lot of his money on. He did. He went back. He got a lot of people to work for him, where he's putting everyone on the payroll to where when he would do a show, there would be almost 1,000 of his employees working the thing. And it would come out of Hammer's pocket.
And what were they doing for Hammer as
they
employees?
were just standing there.
Just standing around, hey, carry that pack case from here to there.
Oh, but the thing was, you couldn't sleep with the other groups, like the girl dancers. You couldn't sleep with the other groups on the road, and that's how they would send girls home. The guys from Jodeci was with them, and they'd be like, yo, watch me get Shorty tonight. And they had to send her home because she slept with Jodeci.
It sounded like he was having fun, I'll tell you that.
Hey, as long as it ain't me. I'm just trying to live my life, you know what I mean? Well, you guys are better than that best stuff that precedes you, I must say.
Thank you, my friend.
Love and happiness, people.
All right, peace. Hammer, noted for having the largest entourage, needed a real jet.
A whole jet?
Not like a little Learjet or something like that, a commercial airliner that he used to carry his people around in. How do you expect to keep that kind of cash flow
I wonder if any of those people are helping out Hammer now that he's effed.
No, you know who's helping out Hammer?
You got to think Jesus. You got to think some of those people that were in his entourage ended up doing okay for themselves after the Hammer thing, and I'm wondering if some of these people are kicking back to Hammer.
Jesus Christ is helping him out.
And the guy that gave us such hits is too legit to quit. It's a sin that he is no longer relevant.
Isn't that LL Cool J?
No, that was Hammer.
That was Hammer?
Guy.
I don't know. I've never listened to Hammer.
Jay, what's going on?
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey, man. I was just down in Philly, and it was on down there. And he was in a mailbox, shrunken Hammer, like the construction one. It was great, man. And he gets all mad when she doesn't close the box. He's like, and then she goes, ooh, sorry. And he starts laughing. Thank you.
I'm the Hammer. That's Hammer's gag now.
In his new house.
He's the little Hammer, and he lives in a mailbox.
It was great.
And he pops out of construction workers' toolboxes. Because I'm the Hammer, baby.
Does that mean that Brian Cox is going to someday do Fruit of the Loom commercials?
Punching out.
Let's go to Rich. He used to work at the Garden. Rich, what's going on?
Yo, guys.
Hey.
Well, what would you rather have, boxing stories or rock concert stories or rap stories?
Just give us a good story.
Because these guys, like the hangers-on, like I used to see Mitch Blood Green, Jake LaMotta, all those guys, and even lower life, some guy, Mr. D, he had this huge medallion, D, show up like at all the shows. And then your favorite, who's the big mouth? Sharpton. You eat hot dogs, sucking them down. Like, I used to see these guys just come in, all hanger-ons, trying to mooch money, do whatever, and they were nobodies. But somehow, they used to get on the ropes, pull them in through.
I don't know. If you got to kind of assess how you are in a situation and see how big your entourage is, and maybe whittle it down a little if your accountant's saying, hey, Earl, any insight on MC Hammer?
He was, excuse me. He was spending up to, when he was on tour...
He's got Hammer in his throat. Hey, I'm the Hammer. Look, I'm Little Hammer in Earl's mouth.
When he was on tour, he was spending $250,000 to $400,000 a week.
A week?
Just on the entourage.
How do you keep that up? You don't. You go
over
broke.
200 employees.
Oh, that's got to be some memory he's got as he's filming the tiny Hammer in the mailbox.
To do what,
commercial.
Though?
They did nothing.
Some were dancers, some were security, some were hangers-on.
They were all hangers-on.
He taught the shows. He would have like over 100 people on stage dancing.
Puffy's going that way, man. You think he spends too much money? He's got too many people. You see that party that he threw? That giant party? How much does that cost? And that's all him.
What, in the Hamptons?
Oh, yeah.
One in Paris?
That's got to be a $1,200 to $1,500 party.
You think that?
I think so.
That much?
The hors d'oeuvres, the chips, the soda pop.
That's a lot of cake.
Chris knows what's the Hammer thing's all about. Chris.
Yeah, what's up, O&A?
Hey, man.
Hammer had the people on payroll 24/7. That was his problem.
What do you mean?
They were on the payroll 24/7. They got paid around the clock, no matter what. Jesus. In reference to him finding Jesus now, he was a preacher before he was a rapper.
Yeah, but you know something? It's easy to be the preacher and then just kind of tuck away Jesus for a while. You know when you got the cash flowing in, you got the chicks and everything.
I think Hammer needed a Jew in his life.
But he's like Mason Betta. You don't see Mace rapping no more. He's a preacher.
How much cash
see some of you black dudes, man. You need all black people around you. You got to be a little smarter. If you're making that much money, you need one Jew around. He'll make sure you got some money left over.
I know a lot of Jewish people. I went to Oneonta College. Trust me. Jewish people kick ass.
Some of you black people, you get it in your mind, though. Everyone around you has to be black. Your manager has to be black. Your girlfriend has to be black.
Black.
Your accountant has to be black.
Like Black Girl.
Where'd everybody go?
All
that's left is Jesus Christ.
Smile so I can see it.
All right, Chris.
All right.
How much was Hammer making a week to spend $400,000 on his stupid group?
He grossed like $40 million 1 year, and then the next
1 year. Oops.
And then the government took 40% of that. The house cost
what
10.
Scumbags.
And then the tour cost like almost $400,000 a week, and it lasted 2 years.
Hammer's like, okay, I'll carry the 5, 1, 0.
His brother was his accountant.
His brother? You mean brother, or
his brother was like his manager?
By that you mean brother?
And was he qualified?
Brother.
Was he qualified for the job?
Absolutely not.
Oh God!
He was just trying to help out his brother.
$40 million 1 year.
What's up? You broke.
I figured it out. You broke.
Yo, Hammer, I got you a commercial. You stand in the mailbox. See? You're making. You're on the comeback trail, brother. You're in a little toolbox, and then you go, I'm the Hammer. Get it?
Chris, what's going on?
Ain't funny if you say screwdriver.
What?
I was reading at Sports Illustrated a couple weeks ago. They had an article about the posses, they call them.
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal has a guy on payroll. So after the game, he'll go out, start the truck, and put on some loud rap music. So when he gets in the car, the music's already playing.
And it's all warmed up and ready to go?
Yeah, guy's on a payroll for that.
You don't even need to warm up a car if you live in L.A.
Yeah, but he wants... The important part is to have the music playing, so it's cool when he gets in the car. People are around, you know.
Can you just reach over and turn it on?
No, I guess not.
Do you need to pay that guy?
He's the Shaq Daddy.
Running up a court for an hour. How lazy a guy can you be? You're an athlete. Just lean over and hit on, stupid. I
the
have
athletes, at least,
and I do that.
They kind of get like pensions and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like they kind of get hooked up by NFL or basketball, whatever. They usually pay them after they retire, so they have something. Like the OJ Goddamn OJ. That son of a bitch is living large because of his NFL pension, which they can't take money out of to give to the parents of the people he killed. So he's set, you know, but rock stars like that or rap stars, they don't care. They're rich for a very limited time, and they spend all their money.
Hey, guys.
Used to be a word for it, called enrich. You ever hear that?
Enrich?
You're acting like you're enrich. Right.
I never heard of that one.
Oh, you never heard that one? The Italians use it all the time. They did.
Sean.
Hey, guys. Towards the end, when Hammer's career was circling the drain, he tried to sell his house, but the idiot forgot that he built it on the outside of a ghetto.
Yeah, you don't.
Who's going to buy that thing?
You don't ever build a mansion in the ghetto. You build a shack in the wealthy neighborhood.
You guys suck.
Is that what he did?
Yes, he did. That's right. Because once again,
I want to be with my peeps.
Well, once again, going back to that theory, it's what the mentality of some of these black people when they get, you know, rich and famous. It's like everything has to be black, so I got to give back to my community. So I'm going to build my big ass mansion in the middle of the ghetto.
Oh.
You can't sell that. It doesn't go up in value.
Yeah, what do you think? The next rap guy is going to make it rich and buy it? You know Thurston Howell and his wife ain't coming, and this is wonderful, loving. What a great house.
You go and you get your brother to be your accountant.
The natives are restless, loving. I hear drums.
Where was his mansion? Was it in Compton?
It was like Oakland. It was like over a hill.
Yeah.
Looking at his
and that's something.
I remember that. It was right on the outskirts. Like he kind of committed back to his, you know, his hood, but barely.
But just
and he
on
made
the
sure
outskirts.
it was on a big ass hill so he could take a look at everybody. Make sure they're not coming up that hill for him.
He had the high ground.
He sure did.
And then he winds up buying a bunch of helicopters for the Oakland police, which pissed off a lot of the brothers in the community going, what, you know, are you one of the brothers or are you one of them? You're giving him helicopters. How much are you making that you can pay for helicopters to give them away? Oh, poor guy.
Yeah, I want to move on, but people keep coming up with some good stuff here. Dave.
Yeah, have you ever seen a VH1 behind the music on this guy? It's classic.
Oh, it's the best. That's where we
He's
get
got
most
like
of our
12 fountains. It looks like effing SeaWorld every time you turn around.
Fountains, yeah, he was big on the fountains.
All right, later, dude.
12 of them.
And yeah, Mike's bringing up that the Hammer Saturday morning cartoon. Remember Hammer? Did he have magic powers? He did. He spun around with his pants. And it made like a glittery effect, and he was able to do stuff.
Awful.
What was that? The premise?
Hammerman.
That's
Hammerman.
How long did that last?
Hammerman.
It was horrible.
That's how you keep your credibility up in the hood.
Oh, yeah. And when he came out on one of the award shows with the Diet Pepsi or whatever it was in his hand.
With his entourage.
Yeah. And then he started drinking it. It's like, oh, boy. I think the Hammer sold out. And then he lost the cred with his peeps. And that was it.
And he ran out of cheddar.
He would spin around and his little pants would give off like fairy dust.
There was something that happened. I'm trying to find his cartoon show. What was it called? Hammerman?
Hammerman.
There it is.
So horrible.
Hammerman. Let's see. God, there's no
91 to 92.
One of those childhood memories. The millisecond I saw an episode of Hammerman on video, he bought it. It doesn't really have a thing on it, though, about his powers. I want to know what his powers were.
Well, we'll find out. Why don't we break?
Of course we will.
Made money disappear.
Just had a problem, he threw money at it.
What a dumb ass.
We have Screech outside the studio. Dustin Diamond, I know.
Yeah.
And also, we got to get Kreskin on the phone.
Oh, great.
It's time to get Kreskin on the phone about that UFO thing.
Ah, there we go. Took forever. Jesus. They had to pick Kreskin up in the other room, so he couldn't hear us while he was on hold. What a buffoon. Seems yesterday was the big day, or last night, that Kreskin's prediction that the largest UFO sighting in like a century would happen last night. Kreskin put up $50,000 cash to go to a charity of his choice if, in fact, this did not happen. He says, his press release that he put out says there was about 1,000 people out there in the desert. They saw something. Some people say planes. It was a flare. I don't know what it is. I just know I've been out in the desert out there in the out west, and you see a lot of stuff up in the night sky up there. It's amazing. It's beautiful. But you're going to see things. Your mind runs away with you. little bit, and I'm sure that anyone who would be out in the desert with Kreskin at that hour for this purpose is a lunatic anyway and is probably seeing things.
So what are we going to get from Kreskin today?
Well, I see that because it amounted to nothing. This was nothing.
And it was supposed to be the biggest UFO sighting in, he said, history.
Yeah.
In history.
And he thought, like, the press was going to be all over this thing, and his picture splashed all over the front pages of the papers, and, nothing.
Dude, for Art Bell to say it's a bust, it's a bust. I was listening to Art Bell last night.
Yeah, and he's a lunatic when it comes to UFOs.
Interviewing a genius, and they kept saying it's nothing.
It's nothing. It's Kreskin again trying to pull something that gets him in the news, and it just never works.
And how is he going to get out of this phone call?
I think he's going to say that it was a huge success.
No, I mean, how is he going to hang up? Because we always push, and then he realizes that he's got to go.
Oh, he'll have more press to talk to.
You think it's going to be the press angle?
All day long. He's been doing nothing but talking to news organizations about what was seen in the night skies of Nevada.
Okay, let's get Kreskin on the line and talk to him about his UFO prediction. The amazing Kreskin.
Opie, Anthony.
Hello, Kreskin. How are you today?
Well, I'm on Earth. Last night, I have to tell you, I was going to a restaurant. They says, Kreskin, is this your last meal on Earth?
Oh, yeah. They thought the UFOs were going to take you away. Kreskin, you must be a little tired. You were up last night?
Well, I haven't been to bed for 2.5 days, but it's because of something that happened that nobody anticipated. We went out, by Monday I said it would happen Thursday between about 10:15 and midnight.
Yes, you did. Now, was this something that you received, that you knew this was going to happen?
Nope.
A feeling?
Nope. The bottom line was I had a statement to make to the public about a form of warfare that we haven't anticipated, psychological warfare.
Kreskin warfare, they're going to call it.
No. It's a form of terror that could be used in a form of terrorism, and what I basically plan to do, never thinking this would backfire, I plan to gather groups of people and have them hallucinate on the desert something that wasn't there that apparently was UFOs.
He's passing around peyote buttons out in the desert.
Well, no.
Peyote. This guy really hallucinate in the desert?
Hey.
It's Kreskin, better known as Ecstasy Dad.
Yes. No, this is a pure suggestion.
Kreskin Morrison.
Right.
Could you make Hammer not, hallucinate and think he's not broke?
Yeah, so 41 people ended up...
How many?
Some people crying violently because of sighting, the sighting in the sky. And
How many joined you in the desert last night?
About 2,000.
2,000.
But we were near the end of it, so 9 college students ran out of sight, and we couldn't find them until about midnight because they had seen a glowing two glowing green objects going across the sky.
It could have been the lenses of your glasses, Kreskin.
Yeah, that could. Well, I went inside because some of the press wanted to interview me away from the crowd.
Sure, of course.
Crowd dispersed.
Wait. Where did the press interview you?
Well, the press was outside, but at one point they needed to ask in depth how I created this phenomena.
Right.
Well, we went indoors, and suddenly pandemonium broke loose.
Pandemonium.
And we, in the casino, and some of the crew came in and said they're packing their equipment. 75 different members of broadcast people and what have you.
Right, sure.
Branched up.
75.
And
did you drink out of
one of the
rolls?
75 or so said, "My God, what's happening?" He created hallucinations of 2 green objects moving through the sky, and there in the sky were 2 green objects. Fortunately, guys, the NBC fellow, his name is Steve Krupe of NBC here in Vegas, had his camera on. He calls the 11 o'clock news already on the air. They stopped the news.
Oh, they stopped the news.
And broadcast live for the first time in history, ending up in thousands of people seeing a UFO sighting live. People ran out in the streets.
And that's what you said, because you said the biggest sighting.
Yeah, but guys, Opie and Anthony, I never expected it to happen this way.
Because you were lying.
Kreskin, my friend lives in Vegas, and I talked to him, and he said that there was no stoppage and no live news coverage.
No?
Yes, there was. Tell him to look in the news. First it was NBC News last night, and it was on NBC News this morning 3 different times. And I just received a call.
What city? The Nevada NBC affiliate?
The Nevada NBC affiliate. The gentleman's name.
All right, well, we're on in Nevada. I want some people to call.
All right, the gentleman's And so, just in case
Hey, Jim is saying he's calling from Vegas. He's saying that it was only 350 people and it was in a hotel parking lot.
Stop it.
Were you in a hotel parking lot, Kreskin?
The guy's name was Steve Groupie. It was KVBC 3 NBC.
All right, and
by the way, I just received a call from a military gentleman here in Nevada that a second sighting was also seen on the desert within about 10 minutes of midnight that last night as well, which we didn't know about.
Who called you? Was it Private Snowball?
But the important thing is, guys, who would have ever dreamt that if these guys had put the equipment away, so you would have heard stories that some of the guys saw this. Maybe they were drinking vodka or what have you.
Yeah.
It was only flares. They were doing it on Art Bell last night. They saw 4 flares.
Yeah, it was not flares.
They were not flares.
Of course it was.
Well, why was it shown again this morning on two different NBC news shows?
Look, Art Bell was talking to someone from Area 51 last night.
Well, now wait a minute, guys. Guys, I was not in Area 51.
Well, I know that, but I mean,
what is that music I hear in the background?
It's the Brady Bunch UFO.
By the way, parenthetically, just before you called, you'll see it in USA Today on Tuesday or Wednesday. I was asked about the Tyson fight, and I won't go into it now.
Oh, wait, can we have a prediction?
No.
Why not?
No, absolutely, no, please.
Kreskin, what is going to be your next prediction?
No, I shouldn't have brought it up, but anyway. Listen, I'll be back. I'm going to be back on the East Coast on Monday, but I never expected this to happen.
Kreskin, where do you have to go now?
I have some more interviews. I'm going to.
Do you?
No, you don't.
Who's going to be interviewing you?
No more.
What's your idea to fight the terrorism? Like we do all kinds of card tricks and bore them and fall asleep and then storm their camps?
Yeah, what was this supposed to be? Now, this was a new form of terrorism?
It was originally to show that if a person could get on the airways and played it cautiously and carefully over a number of days, they could have caused.
Wow, that is a lot more dangerous than planes flying into 2 buildings.
So, Kreskin, who is it?
No, it is. No, it's a different kind. It's a different kind.
It's a different kind,
I can't even
right,
joke about
Kreskin?
planes
Shut up, then. Yeah, I know. I can't believe Norton said
Kreskin,
that.
Who has interviewed you so far?
Yes, name.
Who has interviewed me so far?
Yeah, I want to read some of these articles. Yeah.
Jesus, I mean, I've had 42 interviews. I can't.
42. Can you remember one of them?
Yeah, one paper,
42.
one news organization.
All right.
I've been interviewed by all of the media here in
Nevada.
In Nevada, yeah. We've had a press conference earlier today.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, listen.
Name one paper.
Opie.
One paper.
One paper.
One TV outlet.
One paper.
One paper.
Yeah, one paper. There's 2 papers in town, guys. There's 2 papers.
All right. Well, name one alone.
Name one of the papers
that interviewed you about this.
Guys, I don't even have the list of the interviews, so this has been going on. We had a press conference attended by the press and TV.
All right, Mr. Kreskin.
Some of it was broadcast live on news shows.
Yeah. Mr. Kreskin, you were interviewed by 42 news agencies, and you cannot remember one?
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
How many?
I was interviewed by 42 different radio shows and TV people. Yes.
And you cannot remember one?
Yeah, I have amnesia.
Yeah.
Well,
see?
Just name one.
Well, you know, you're talking to me. Guys, you're talking to me I'm on Mars right now.
He's been awake for a while.
I'm having a different kind of meal I don't even understand.
You're tired, right, Kreskin?
No, I'm not tired.
Kreskin, we're big fans. We want to read the interviews. That's all. Just give us one magazine or one newspaper.
Just have a little mule juice and tell us which one.
Which one?
Guys, I've been interviewed all the way from Canada.
Oh, okay. All right, who interviewed you in Canada?
Yes.
Oh, you want me to list some of the people who interviewed me?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. In Canada?
No.
What do you want to know about Canada for?
No,
Mary
the
Ward
United States.
CJEM in Canada, CFRB Radio, Jim Oakley, I can't even, what do you want me to start throwing through the whole list of people in Canada interviewing me? You're not going to call these people
United
now,
States. How about the U.S.?
We want a paper. I want to read. Would you leave?
All right, I will send the stories on to you.
No, you won't.
I haven't seen them yet.
I absolutely am a believer, Kreskin.
Well, now you got to understand. Wait a minute. One thing you got to understand.
Yeah.
I was not playing in the hands of the abduction type theories and everything else. I know this business of people being abducted. I mean, I think it works best if you're drinking vodka in a swamp. This is not what I was.
Right,
Kreskin. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 3. What's the number?
God, I'm not that, Anthony Opening, I'm not that sharp right now.
I'm thinking of a number between 0 and -4, and that's how many interviews were done about this.
Yeah. All right, guys, listen. Gotta go on now, but I'll talk to you next week.
Wait, where are you going?
I gotta go on. I've got to go on to another interview.
Yeah. All right.
All right, thanks, guys.
Oh, thank you, Kreskin.
Take care now. All right.
The amazing Kreskin. There he goes.
I can't even be nice anymore. Enough already. Stop.
He is so full of crap. I love he ended it that way. I have another interview
I
to do.
can't even be nice.
I've done about 42 interviews. All right? Name one. Well, I can't remember the...
Almighty.
Kreskin rules, man. You tell me you don't want him on the show.
I love it.
I love Kreskin being on this show.
You know what, man? When he first came in, I was like, I'm going to be really polite and respectful because the guy's done so many Carsons. But after a while, you start, stop. Shut up. It really annoys me.
I cannot.
He doesn't annoy me at all. I love pushing
that
his
whole
buttons.
Bin Laden thing bugged me.
Well, that was bad.
Just shut your face. It really is
I
annoying.
can't see the video that is supposed to be up on this news website, this NBC News affiliate.
Yeah.
There's a link to some kind of video.
Yeah.
But I can't get to it.
Well, Scott's calling from Vegas. Very pissed off. Scott, what's up?
Hey, man, I rode out there last night just to see what was going on.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. It was a joke. There might have been 150 people out there tops.
Kreskin said 2,000.
Yeah, what happened?
2,000, Kreskin can't count either.
All right, wait, Scott, did you see all the media gathered?
I was as close as any media I've seen.
You didn't see anyone with a pad and a pen or a camera or a video camera?
No, man. I've seen some tourists with some cameras.
Yeah.
So, but you didn't see the media there?
No media, and just exactly what Norton
Didn't he say the media was all around, but then they wanted to get in-depth, so they had to go in a room somewhere?
Maybe they just were in the room and never got out.
All right, so what went on, Scott?
Absolutely nothing.
Well,
there was some flares, just like Norton said a few moments ago. There was some flares that it looked like, cheap fireworks, maybe.
And weren't there 4 planes or something? There were 4 legitimate planes and 4 flares, I heard.
Here's what the KLAS news site is saying. The amazing Kreskin's prediction of seeing a UFO may have been true for some southern Nevadans, but not many. Thursday night, the famed mentalist... Isn't that a dopey thing to be? I'm a mentalist. Claimed that between the hours of 9 p.m. and midnight, UFOs could have been seen near the Silverton Hotel. So it was like in the hotel parking lot.
Wow.
Hundreds of onlookers showed up for the sighting, but not everyone left convinced there was life on other planets. I've seen many UFOs, but once you've seen one, you know you've seen it. There's no other way, one onlooker said. A cuckoo. But at least one viewer claimed to see something strange in the sky. It was a little bitty blue thing, then came toward us and moved away again, the viewer said. It came down, went right back up, down, and right back up.
Can I tell you guys something?
That was his wife's head.
Exactly. You know how obvious this is? Those are plants that Kreskin put in the area with them.
Kreskin promised that if there was no UFO sighting, he would donate $50,000 to charity. He'll hold a press conference Friday today to discuss his prediction and its outcome. Well, you just heard his outcome, and...
I'd give him more credit if he was in a hotel parking lot and he jumped garbage cans and hit a fried chicken stand.
Hey, fun.
Stupid ass.
Brian.
Yeah, I think it's funny how Kreskin can see the future, but he can't see the past. That's all good.
That's good.
How many interviews did you do? I
don't know. 42?
Who did you do them with? There were so many. Well, one. The last one you just did.
And he can remember, this is what annoys me, he remembers the call letters for the radio stations in Canada.
Yeah.
But he can't remember what American interviewers have interviewed him.
Oh, there were so many.
CRXJ, HIV, STD. Shut up.
Aaron, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man, One?
Hey.
All I gotta say, dude, is more like the amazing douchebag, because I was outside all last night getting drunk, and I didn't see nothing. Nothing. And the way he was doing it was right in the flight pattern of McCarran Airport, so there was airplanes flying over constantly. So any kook that's out there looking is gonna see an airplane and be like, ooh, you know.
Yeah, wait, I think that's something.
Yeah, exactly.
What an amazing buffoon.
What an ass. He had everybody meet at the Continental hangar at McCarran. The aliens are boarding now.
You guys take it easy. I'm out. Later.
Jackasses.
He's got the flashlight up in the window like Greg Brady.
It's a UFO. Hey, Bobby's seeing a UFO. Hey, Kreskin, why are we at the planetarium?
I'm going to do this. It's going to be big. The newspapers are going to be big.
All the newspapers are going to pick up on this. It's going to be huge. All right, Kreskin.
Hold on. Now the Vegas callers are starting to call like crazy. Eric, what's up?
What up, y'all?
Hey, man.
It was so funny last night.
Yeah?
They had, right after they were out there on location, just like, that's actually my friend Aaron that called. Anyway, they're on a location just like a mile south of the airport. The weatherman gets on after they're done talking to everyone. Then they had a list of like 20 identified flying objects that were going overhead. Like every minute interval, they're like, a satellite here, a satellite here. And the flash, it was so stupid. It was like two little colors. And everyone was like, what the hell is that supposed to be?
If somebody's out in the desert and sends up a flare or some kind of Roman candle, I can picture that's what it is, you know? Oh, look, there's lights in the sky.
If it was the flight, if you guys were below a flight pattern, you probably want his friends.
Yeah,
in a plane with stupid colored flashlights.
Yeah, out the window or something. Did you see the news thing, Eric?
Yeah.
And when Kreskin said that the news all of a sudden went, oh my God, and ran outside and cut into live programming to show this up in the sky, what was it?
There wasn't any live programming. It's in the middle of the newscast, and there's nothing interesting going on in Vegas anyway, except for Kreskin's dumbass.
What did they say on the news? That there's a doddering old ass suckering people to the Silverton Hotel?
And what time did it happen?
It was it was a little after 11:20 maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, the newscast is still going on. We get 11 o'clock news out here, and I mean...
But they didn't break into the news and like, oh my God, move the equipment quickly. Like, Kreskin makes it sound like, all right, I was sitting down for an interview, and everyone started yelling and screaming, and the news crews grabbed their cameras, ran out, and there was 2 UFOs in the air. That's what he says. What do you say? What did you see on the news?
Well, when I was sitting there watching it, I mean, I'm watching the news, and all of a sudden, like, oh, we got to go live to Kreskin's thing, and you look up, and they show a shot of the sky, and there's, like, 3 little flashes, and that's it. And they're like, okay, there's your UFO. Everybody go home.
Oh, what a tool. What a
tool. So pissed I was about to throw my TV out the window.
Yeah.
That's classic. Thanks, Eric.
Mentalist.
All right, late.
Big press conference.
Mental retardedist.
Brian.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What up?
Hey, Kreskin has many interviews as Voss tells good jokes.
Oh, wow.
Wow. And he's
hey, thanks, guys. Take it easy.
That's evil.
Right. All right, well, there you go. There's the Kreskin thing.
Finally.
That just...
all wrapped up.
The whole thing that time, there's CNN footage of me predicting that there'd be a terrorist attack. And so shut your face.
Oh, he did say that.
That really annoys me. It's like, stop using the terrorist attacks to somehow further your mentalist nonsense.
I forgot. He came in and
really
said that.
He said that he had predicted that. He then said...
but
he came out with the Bin Laden thing, which was just an abomination.
He's been on our show about 6 or 7 times now. In the beginning, we were buying all this crap because we all grew up seeing him on Carson. We're like, hey, he's got to be for real. He was on Carson.
But they were magic tricks. You were watching tricks, and they're like, wow, how'd he do that? Nobody actually thought that, hey, well, this guy says it's true. It was already how did he do it?
Yeah, they're tricks.
But then we started getting very suspicious.
Tricks.
Something aggravating about that.
Stop it.
I like the guy. Don't get me wrong. He's a charismatic, fun guy.
He's great for this show because he always ends with, I got another interview.
But no one's interviewing you.
I know. We know.
How old are you? You can't remember
that
who you talk to. That annoys me. Stop lying. I don't like it.
On his homepage, he's got all the predictions for 2002. People will be buying larger homes. He has predicted that.
Boy.
Wow.
Oof.
The greed of the chairman of the boards of Enron will cause scandal, and the government would also create a distrust for Wall Street analysts.
Wow.
This is after the fact, though.
Of course it is.
These are his predictions now. Saddam Hussein will be the real major evil of the year 2002.
Oh,
wow, there's...
Jeez, he's really pulling these names out of left field.
Yeah, there he is going off on a limb.
Oh, man.
Huh.
It's just, he's got all... John Walker, son of the wealthy family who fought in the Taliban against the Americans, he will be tried by a military tribunal. And no, he's not going to be.
Wow.
If Condit chooses to run for re-election, he will win.
He lost.
It says it right here.
Didn't he lose?
Yes.
He lost. Where's the big press conference about that little mix-up on the old website? I have another interview. No, you don't, stupid, unless you're talking to the Shady Homes rest people.
I was with you, too, man. I was pulling for you.
I couldn't Shady rest home instead of homes.
I was looking at you like, come on, you can do
I couldn't do Shady Homes rest homes. It said homes twice.
Bill Maher will no longer host Politically Incorrect.
Wow.
Well, all right, he hit that one.
You have to be really deep into psychology to have a friend at ABC. Stupid ass.
Okay.
There we go. That's about it.
There was a lot of press people.
So much press with Kreskin.
Well, let's step aside. We got Screech, Dustin Diamond.
Yep.
And I saw Jim Gaffigan wandering around out there. Very funny guy.
Yes.
We'll get those guys in to join the party next. And we're back with the Old Egg Show. Things are going to get interesting now. Always in it. We got Dustin Diamond in the studio, Jim Gaffigan in the studio. We're finding out we're being fined by the FCC as we speak.
I guess so.
And they're getting everything all wrong.
Breaking news. Like Kreskin will be holding a press conference. Goddamn Kreskin. And, of course, New York radio message board getting it all wrong.
Well, that's only one of the many, many media outlets jumping on the story already.
This is ridiculous, first of all. So I'm going to read a little something?
Yeah, go ahead.
FCC hits O&A with fine. PM drivers, Opie and Anthony, locally heard on WJFK FM. Guess this is coming out of Washington, this story. Get their New York City station fined by the FCC for, $21,000? $21,000 for a series of indecent broadcasts, including late 2000 airings of, okay, could you please tell me when we did this show? Girl giving her father oral. When was I out that day? Perhaps. I think maybe I was going to the bathroom.
That was the day you were a little sick.
Was I playing foosball?
That was the Christmas show, right?
Was it? I came in late, maybe. I was trying to make that last goal. I came in a minute late from break, and it had already been over.
I think you had a court date, and I figured, if I'm going to do the show by myself...
You might as well have a girl giving her father oral.
Well, I'm not good at the voices. I figure this could be something that'll get us through that day.
You sons of bitches. You're getting this all wrong.
Can you read that again?
That's one. Yes.
Read it again. We're getting fined for what? What?
$21,000 for a series of indecent broadcasts, including late 2000 airings of a girl giving her father oral.
Jim, you want to be on this show today?
Comma. It's not over yet. A girl...
Accusing you for R. Kelly or something?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. A girl sticking a phone receiver in her pants.
Right.
And in early 2001, a parody song about pedophilia. All the fines, blah, 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 broadcast occurred before Opie and Anthony started airing on JFK. So, first of all, I don't remember the father-daughter oral. That's one of those benchmark things that would kind of stand out in my head.
But, Aunt, that was one of our throwaway bits.
Was that a throwaway? Maybe we didn't remember
one of our
it.
benchmarks. It was just one of those, whatever, we're just filling time here type of thing.
And guess what's in my pants? Has it gotten to the point now, without even describing what is going on, that you can't even make sound effects on the air in certain ways? Is that where we've gotten to, as far as this goes? and a parody song about pedophilia in the context of a contest we were doing, the most offensive song ever written. That's what we were doing that day. We had people write in offensive songs on race, sex, retardation, everything, because the gimmick of the bit was the most offensive song.
Were there any Screech songs?
No, there were no Screech songs. Right. Which, that might have covered up the pedophile songs.
Yeah, can't get fined for that one.
No, not at all. Good to have you in here, by the way.
It's great to be had. You know,
we saw you. We were behind you once at WrestleMania.
Anaheim.
Out in Anaheim.
In 2000, April 2nd.
Yeah. It was
only one time.
Okay. And for 2002 airing of Screech performing oral on... Jeez, man.
That's ridiculous.
Can you believe they do this? And now it says, I'm not even going to get into the ins and outs of this whole thing, but, I mean, it's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. It's radio. It's supposed to be an open forum to some point, and now they're pulling back a little too hard, and the repercussions are going to be a lot further than just this show. You're going to see stupid stuff start happening.
Maybe there are certain people who are members of the church that want to divert attention from what's really going on with their
how about that one?
Fellow parishioners.
Do you think our show is responsible for priests sucking away?
Well, if you look at who's in the FCC.
You guys are probably Jim Norton for this conversation. Jim Norton, don't say that, Jim Norton. So there you have it.
That's breaking news.
Breaking news. Boy, this will bump Kreskin's UFO story out of the top slot. Whoops. I'm sure.
The press is going to have a field day with this one. You watch.
Yeah. What'll this mean? And then all the little message boards will start chatting. It's over.
It's over, see?
No.
The backlash has begun.
Shut up. We eat crap like this up. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Kreskin was stupid, too. I was listening to that earlier.
How ridiculous is Kreskin?
You know, I have a prediction for Kreskin myself.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, I'm getting it now. I'm feeling that while he was doing this interview earlier, old Zeb was taking care of his old lady at home. You know, come on, Kreskin.
Kreskin is a tool. He is a tool.
Fellas, Kreskin is my best friend.
Is he?
No.
Jim Gaffigan. I remember growing up and watching him on the Tonight Show and stuff, you know, on Johnny Carson. And here comes Kreskin. And Kreskin would come out, and it was like, wow, as a kid, you're like, ooh, look, he's amazing Johnny. He's amazing Johnny Carson. So he's got to be good. Now he calls us up, and he's 800 years old. Wow. He calls us up now and tells us that he's got to run real quick. He can only be on the air for a short period of time because the press is waiting for him.
He's got to go to the next interview.
I'm just amazed he's still doing anything at all. I mean, the Amazing Randy, made him a hoax way earlier with his spoon bending and all that.
You got to give him credit. He is still around.
Kreskin did one of his gags on our show about a month and a half ago. Dustin, he fell down. We thought he had a stroke live on our show. Swear to you.
Great.
We didn't know what to do. It was part of his gag, I guess. That he was overcome by the power.
The power that flows in him just got to him.
Wish he'd do that crossing in New York Street, you know what I mean?
Just fall down and have a bus
his
hit him.
Big, goofy glasses went flying, and we just were all so uncomfortable.
You know what should happen to Kreskin? On his way into a performance, he should be murdered like Scatman Crothers in The Shining.
Yeah.
Somebody should just come out with an axe. Is anybody in the press here?
Block.
Gay Marco wants to say hi to Dustin.
Hey.
Marco!
Oh, my God, I love Saved by the Bell.
Yeah,
I'm
Gay
the
Marco.
biggest fan.
What's going on, Gay Marco?
I love that show. I have to tell you, when I was a male escort, I adopted your name. I was Dustin Diamond.
Oh, no, I thought you meant Screech. I was going to say you should go with Scratch or, Sniff or something. I don't.
Oh, my God, I love Saved by the Bell. Every Saturday morning, I would spank one out to it.
Oh,
and cut.
It was the best show. And you know what? The first-year cast was so great.
Oh, well, great. Yeah, thanks.
Except, and I wonder what happened to everybody until now I see your back. But what happened to that black chick?
I don't know. I think she's probably spanking one out somewhere right now, too.
Oh, my God.
You don't keep in touch with those guys anymore?
No, I don't make it to the unemployment office that much, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I'm always on the road.
Wow. That's a little brutal.
Oh, come on.
You didn't get along with her?
Oh, yeah, sure, but you spend 10 years with someone, you got to, bust them a little bit.
Right, okay. Anything else, Marco?
Oh, my God. And that guy, Angel, who was in the second year, the second class. Oh my God, he was so hot.
Okay, now wait a minute, Marco. I got a question for you. Now, how much were you charging when you were going under my alias?
$200.
Oh, good. So I wasn't cheap. All right, good.
Were you barebacking?
No.
What would you get for $200, Marco?
Just about everything except for like heavy duty S&M.
So no one's going to watch Saved by the Bell ever again is basically what we're getting to. Yeah.
All right, Marco, you
Okay, I wanted to say hi. Bye. Love you.
You have nothing.
What about Elizabeth Berkley? What was that like when you saw her in that movie? Had you seen her nude before on the set of Saved by the Bell?
Showgirls? Oh, come on now. The first week, because it used to be with Haley Mills, Good Morning Miss Bliss. Then it became Saved by the Bell when NBC picked it up from the NBC-Disney merger. They added Slater, Jesse, and Kelly. And Elizabeth Berkley was in the next dressing room over from mine. Yeah. And it was one of those, it was Sunset Gower Studios in L.A., and it was set up to where it was 2 dressing rooms with a very thin dividing wall that it was so thin that you could hear through it. It whispers anything, TV. Now, here's why. I asked later, and I found out you could take the wall down in like 15 minutes. No questions asked.
They need a bigger room.
Yeah, to make, in case a big celebrity comes in, someone important, right? I'm taking down the stock photos and paintings of like vases, apples, stuff like that, putting up my own pictures. I'm going to be there for the whole season, right? Take down the poster on the dividing wall. There's a hole, no sawdust, obviously cleanly been drilled through. Oh, yeah. Looking into where Elizabeth's going to be changing. So I got a moral dilemma now, right? Do I call security and have them come plug up the hole?
No, you look.
You don't even go through that thought.
So you're saying
process.
I should plug up the hole, right? Yeah.
Did you see her?
Yeah, I sat down for about a half hour looking at that wall. I figured,
pondering it.
Screw it, let her look. I don't care. Give her a thrill.
I get it.
It doesn't offend me,
Oh boy.
Sure, why they call me Screech, Welcome to the 4th dimension.
But when you saw her in the movie, now you hadn't seen her naked before. Right?
A little bit.
You had?
Yeah. I still went and sat in the front row. I buttered my popcorn, so to speak.
Nice though,
yeah,
right? When you see something like that happen, it's like...
The movie was only missing one thing, a story.
It didn't need one. It was just cool that the girl from Saved by the Bell was naked. Because that's how everybody was saying it. You want to go see that Saved by the Bell girl naked movie?
And Marco's out there right now going, when is Show Boys coming out,
Oh, no.
Yeah, the same poster except the ad campaign, but the leg is hairy. Yeah,
I don't think we'd go see that one.
Andy with the bad phone.
Hello?
Hello.
What's up, Andy?
God, where's he calling from? Venus?
Where I'm calling from is way upstate. Way past where Spaz used to live.
All right.
What's up is, I heard a rumor that Dustin Diamond was Michael Diamond's little brother from the Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
Or not?
That is a very old rumor. It is not true. Mike Diamond, Mike D of the Beastie Boys, is not my brother.
What about Neil Diamond?
Neil Diamond? Tell you the truth, I think he might be my dad's second cousin.
Related?
Yeah. I'm not sure, though, because the only woman who knew all the family secrets and stuff, I never met him, but she died and took all the secrets with her.
Saved by the Bell.
Yeah. So we'll never find out that, and we'll never know who Miss Calabash was, This is Calabash.
All right, we also got to say hi to Jim Gaffigan. He's in the studio.
You guys are ignoring me.
Huh?
No, we're not.
No, I'm just...
Not at all. We're
hey, at least Dice isn't here today.
I know, I tell you.
Was that the last time he was in here?
Remember when Dice was in here?
Dice was here. He kept on calling me a farmer.
Yeah. Hey, farmer.
The guy's a farmer, and he's got a TV show.
And he wouldn't let him talk. It was awful.
It was so funny.
You were sitting there being nice and just trying to say a couple of things. Who's the farmer you got here?
No,
it was awful. But you don't have that distraction today.
No, I'm
so you'll be able to just flow with your comedy, whatever you want to do. Feel free. You're welcome here.
He saw our prep sheet and started laughing.
No, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. We had to go with the breaking news of our FCC fine.
Yeah, I don't know how you follow.
And we made that up.
Pedophilia stuff, because that's funny.
It's in the context of the most offensive song.
I just don't know how you follow a picture of Rich Voss, in his old comedy days.
Oh, my God. By the way, for the people listening that listened yesterday, we were reviewing Rich Voss's tape from 13 years ago, his stand-up act. The pictures are up on FoundryMusic.com.
Yeah.
So go there. It is now my wallpaper on my desktop. And
really?
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the hair, the teeth, that is a chasm.
That space in the teeth is still there.
Rock chasm Well, he had them capped. Now they're just these huge walrus things. But before that, look at how black.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
In the middle. That is a just say no to drugs ad right there.
Those are the Hills Have Eyes teeth.
Yeah.
He's a disgusting, awful
And the
Jew.
Jerry curl is like...
Is that a worm on his shoulder or is that a curl?
It's a Jerry curl. He's got his hair all Jerry curled out.
Dustin, is it true you guys went to check out rats together? You and Voss and Norton?
Yeah, we checked out. I mean, it was the craziest thing. They were saying all these rats lived in the in these little bushels that were fenced in.
Was that by 72nd?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're throwing down
right where you make that turn.
It's where you get
off
back
of
to,
Broadway.
A left off like Columbus or Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Right on Broadway.
Dude, I used to have to make a left turn there, and I'd pull up and look down and go, oh my God, it's a plague.
Oh,
it's a plague of rats.
It's the craziest thing, because Norton pops out, he's like, check this out. He got some like Reese's Pieces stuff, right?
Feed him. Great.
Yeah, and he throws it out, and literally like 200 or 300 come running out.
Come on.
Yeah, it's insane. It's
where
insane.
is this?
It's at 72nd.
Yeah, but they're
It's right by the 72nd Street subway
They're
station.
building something now, though, so I probably...
I know. I think something, that was a big problem. And it said, there were signs on there that said, don't feed the animals.
The animals. I thought they meant the homeless,
Yeah, anything. Dude, you didn't expect like 200 rats. And you'd see there was a covering of like ivy and this little short brush that would come up about 1.5 feet high. And you'd see it rattling. With all the rats just moving underneath it. And it wasn't big. The plot of fenced-in area wasn't any bigger than this studio.
Oh, they were under the ground. We're not talking little, like, rats you'd see hamster size in the store. We're talking big rats.
Giant rats just overtook this area. And that's where you went to feed them.
We would put little peanut butter things out and just sit in the car for hours.
Yeah, keep in mind, sit in the car. You wouldn't want to be just standing there, you know what I mean?
No, frightening.
They don't really bother me. I mean, I don't like them, but they're not going to jump on you.
You just know it's a big diseased mess in there. Well, so are you.
I never stopped it. I paid big diseased messes for oral treats.
Favorites.
Did I tell you I had one? This is true, man. I had a hooker, and I'm not going to say it was very recently, because I've been on dates with regular girls.
Right.
And it's absolutely true. I'm like, well, do you shoot dope? Because she was really skinny, and you got to be careful. And she's like, no, I don't shoot dope.
You just ask these things right out.
Yeah.
What a romantic
absolutely
thing. Absolutely.
And she's drinking out of my mule, and she's taking her fingers, and she's going like this on the vein.
On yours?
Yeah, like they do on their arm.
Right.
To get the vein out, and it worked. To get me...
Well, that isn't good, because then you know she's a pro.
And of course that's what that means.
With the vein tap.
There are 2 fingers. She was like...
I'm not hungry anymore.
Absolutely true.
Let's go to Mr. Gaffigan. Do you have a similar experience?
No, I don't really.
Nothing like that?
Nothing like that happened to you?
Your hookers never do that?
Most of my hookers have been non-drug induced.
Really?
Non-tappers, huh?
So that's healthy then.
No tappers.
You get the healthy hookers.
Do you have a rat story?
No, I think I stepped on a rat once, but that's I'm like a total pussy, though. I mean, my girlfriend and I, there was a mouse in her apartment. You know, like the guy is supposed to, like, get rid of it. I was, like, jumping on the couch. I was like, you deal with it. That's a good story.
That's the difference between me and Gaffigan. He did Letterman and has his own TV show. I have hooker and rat stories. I'm a failure.
Hey, those are some good rat stories.
This is all lies I'm reading in this complaint, Opie, if I may get back to that for a minute.
Yeah, we're a little distracted here.
In a segment of the Opie and Anthony show, the show's host asks 17-year-old girl to remove her panties.
Oh, yeah.
And rub the telephone on, and then it gives a very, very graphic description of what I'm saying that I can't even say in this forum, or we'll have another one of these.
Let me say, turn it around.
On her...
elbow?
On her...
Philtrum?
I'll just say on her hair. Very, very graphic. On her...
underarm hair?
Right.
The short and curlies, huh?
Right. And it says, the show host called the game Teen Guess What's in My Pants. The show host gave detailed instructions regarding how to rub the telephone across the girl's area. No! Wrong!
Well, you know, you should only be punished, you know, if you do that repeatedly, you know.
Do you know...
Church, you get away with it once, right?
We never say where the girl is rubbing anything.
Right.
We made a point of that because we're knowledgeable
because
broadcasters.
We're professional broadcasters.
I'm not saying you're a pedophile.
Smart.
All right?
We know.
Look, just because you do pedophile things does not mean you're a pedophile.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're a pedophile.
You're not helping us.
I mean, you might have a lot of symptoms of a pedophile, but you're not a pedophile.
They said the same thing about Gary Glitter.
That's right.
You know?
Don't you love that guy?
Did you hear the latest about Gary Glitter? They want to. He's the guy. You know the guy from what the hell did he do?
Rock and Roll Part 1.
Hey,
yeah.
He's the guy that did that
That's
song.
him?
Yeah,
It's Gary Glitter. Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
yeah. So he gets he has a problem with his computer.
Right.
You know, little problem with the computer. And he brings it into the shop to have it fixed.
Right.
And they look at his hard drive, and lo and behold, there's plenty of children on his hard drive. Very provocative poses. You know what I mean? Very provocative indeed. As a matter of fact, when I see you on those computer commercials where you look over at Derek Jeter's screen, same stuff he's probably got on his screen there.
You shouldn't bring that up.
Why?
He doesn't do the commercials.
I've seen him already. It's not what we assume to wipe out all history.
They replaced me.
He got kicked out, though. It's a touchy subject with him.
Enough.
Is it? We can't even discuss it anymore.
You can discuss it. That's all right.
He's like Stalin. Just wipe out any history before.
They went with some other guy.
They
went with a guy that's going to be cheaper.
They went with Dice. No?
with Dice.
Hey, what are you doing on a computer?
I don't know who the guy is, but they went with someone else.
Yeah.
They replaced him. But go ahead, Ant.
Bastards.
Oh, my God. This fine thing is going everywhere.
Really?
So no one makes a big deal out of all the priests that were,
I know. Yeah, they're kind of making a big deal of it. But
well, I mean, a little bit, but,
I mean, we're just a dopey radio show. That's the Catholic Church, and they've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes a news headline once, after how many events?
Many.
Yeah, they really went out on a limb and say, like, if the guy's done it twice, we're going to let the police know. It's like, wow, thanks.
After each direction from the host, the station broadcasts the sound of the telephone rubbing across the girl's area. Now, no. What?
Is that her elbow?
How is anybody to know? See, this is how the rules are getting a little too tight. We never said where she was rubbing the phone. Could have been an armpit. Could have been a leg. Right. Could have been when we say, hey, have you shaved lately? Rub the phone. Oh, it's a leg. Who knows? We don't know what she was doing. We honestly don't. She's on the phone.
Could have been speakerphone.
Could have been speakerphone.
Unless you
would have known.
Unless you heard like a, something along those lines.
Then there's lyrics from one of the songs, Opie.
Yes, Anthony.
It's let me just say the first word. I'm horny. Yeah.
No.
Round butts like ram. What? No, that was said.
What?
Okay, look, I'm gonna have to.
I love the bell.
Well, that really lets everybody know that that's what's going on, and I'm in agreement.
Okay. Hey, get back to the Gary Glitter thing.
Oh, yeah, Gary Glitter.
Or you want to continue with this? We're really distracted because this thing is...
Gary Glitter brought his computer and had it repaired, and they found a bunch of pictures of little kids and sex and things like that. So they arrested him. And he got out of jail, I guess, and went to Vietnam, which, if you know anything about Vietnam and Thailand and those areas... It's Kitty Disney over there if you're a pedophile.
It's Disneyland.
You just, they're all running around the streets like that girl with the napalm on her back from the old Vietnam photo running down the street. Well, Gary Glitter likes stuff like that. Hey! So, Vietnam. Now, how bad do you have to be that Vietnam's just announced they're looking for Gary Glitter. They want to deport him. How bad do you have to be deported from Vietnam?
During the war, they strapped bombs to their kids.
I know.
And they want to boot him out for banging them.
We're really trying to change our image of Vietnam. Gary, you're a little much. Anybody who even whispers the word freedom will rip their sack off with a pair of pliers, but get that Gary Glitter out of our nice country.
John has a question for us, Ant.
Yeah?
Yes, John?
Hey, what's going on, man? Just about that whole guess what's in your pants thing?
Yeah.
That pretty much implies where they're rubbing the phone, don't it?
Do legs go in pants, sir?
Yes or no? Yes or no? Thank you. I rest my case.
Sometimes pants will cover the stomach, and there's a trail under the belly button.
Yeah, the treasure trail. Everyone knows.
Right, the treasure trail.
Under the stomach. What's wrong with that?
Maybe the girl had a hairy ass. You never know. There are plenty of areas that are covered with pants that can make the same sound.
All right,
and we never said that area.
Andy.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Andy?
I used to love Gaffigan on those old ESPN Sports Center commercials.
Oh, yeah.
God damn, those were too funny.
Well, Gaffigan's a very, very funny guy.
Oh, yeah. And the guy they have doing those Zytec commercials now used to be the Rick in the Sports Center commercials.
Yeah.
They're stealing everybody from the Sports Center commercials.
Yeah. You can see those ESPN spots at my website, Gaffigan.com.
But we don't know how to spell Gaffigan.
I don't want to.
We're not that smart.
That's not what this is about. It's GAFFIGAN.com.
And who designed your website, you were saying?
My girlfriend's dad did like this overhaul of my website.
Really, huh?
Seriously, he's like, the guy's a genius. And
did your website?
He did it. He's great. Yeah. If you check it out, it's great.
I will check that out.
Pull it up.
I will absolutely check that out.
We're pulling it up, and there you are.
Is it pretty cool or no?
Yeah.
I am outraged.
It's a website, man.
It's not just a website. It is the best website.
Why is your website more special than anyone else's, Jim? Give me one.
It's got a lot of videos on it.
Yeah. Most websites have.
It seems very interesting to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Then again,
there's a lot about you on it. Okay.
It didn't say under construction. That's a plus.
Under construction.
Okay. There's the Jim Gaffigan breaking news.
That is the breaking news.
Link.
Oh.
Let's go to the Jim Gaffigan breaking news link, Anthony, and see
all right.
Breaking news. For that.
Let's go to breaking news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Where you clicked on the breaking news. Jim just completed shooting a Law and Order Criminal Intent.
Oh,
where he played the guy who runs a crematory, and instead of cremating the bodies, he dumps them.
Yes. I've that's an honorable role.
Isn't that the story about?
That's that guy
true
from
story.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Supposedly that guy in Atlanta was taking photographs of the people.
Of the dead people?
Yeah.
And they found him on Gary Glitter's computer.
And
hey!
Writing songs about it. You think that is a good website? You think it's cool or no?
It is cool. I'm just busting your...
I still can't spell it.
EATABULLET.
No. GAFFIGAN. Anthony, Blind Matt has a question for you. Blind Matt.
Hey, fellas, how you been?
All right, Blind Matt.
Good, man. Long time no talk. I hope everybody's doing well. I just wanted to point something out. And though you are often very careful about obeying all those rules,
yes,
you are also very careful about using words such as the most intimate of regions, which I believe is not the name. I'm not sure.
You know something? That was not used in that phone call.
That could be.
It wasn't.
I'm not exactly sure the particular call, but I do know that...
and even that's vague.
It used to be, and we stopped using that term. If you've noticed.
And even that's vague.
It's all very subjective. Legs are a very intimate area of a woman's body if you're not allowed to look at her legs.
And Norton, I do not want to know what you find the most intimate of regions.
Yeah.
But
the rat.
Surgery equipment to get to it.
But so I just want to say hello and point that out to you guys, and you suck, so keep it up.
I'm getting pissed at this whole thing. I feel we're being crucified by the... Oh, sorry.
Bruno, what's up?
What's up, O&A?
Hey.
You guys remember the day when Stephanie McMahon called in?
Yeah, of course.
And you guys asked her to do the contest?
Yeah, she did it.
She did the contest, but then after everything went down, she's like, nah, I was rubbing the phone on my arm.
That's right.
Apparently that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Hey, John wants to try to... The listeners aren't helping us out at all with this. John, go ahead.
Yeah, listen, Anthony, if you have a pull rack full of afro hair on your leg, that's a problem.
Might be. If you describe the rack on a pool table... Yeah.
Take care, guys.
Full of afro hair.
You guys aren't helping us out at all here.
Could be.
Look, when you go to jail, I am going to support you guys.
Stop.
I'll visit.
They're going to be too busy with Mr. Kelly. We should take a break. Jim Gaffigan, where are you going to be?
I'm going to be at the Stress Factory this weekend.
Great club.
Great club, 8:30 and 11.
And you got a couple CDs out that you could get at JimGaffigan.com. Very funny guy. We'll continue with him. And Dustin, where are you going to be, bro?
I'm doing comedy down at McGuire's in Bohemia.
Bohemia.
Oh, you gotta love it.
Out on Long Island, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Comedy? Where?
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear you.
Oh, McGuire's Bohemia, Long Island.
Okay.
Oh, Bohemia.
And we'll continue with these guys. Stay there.
Friday.
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. Drowning Pool, Bodies. Those guys play the River Rave Sunday in Boston. Right after this show, we're all heading to Boston. Gonna have a great weekend up there. Then we're broadcasting live from WBCN on Monday. So come on by and say hi, all right? Roy, it's gonna be a great River Rave. Tickets still available. Get them now. Jim Norton looks really, really pissed off.
I'm just reading the message for it. I don't know who they were talking about. All I'm going to say is, if you are a fan of just two finished fat radio people in any part of the country, I just really, really wish you leukemia. There is nothing more annoying than that.
You can't let things get to you, Jim.
You just know that mentality. You wear a collared shirt to work.
You just gotta let it,
so irritating.
roll off of you.
Why do you let people get to you?
So irritating.
Why?
Oh, just to enjoy two fat men that much.
Oh, okay. I see what you were reading.
I'm generalizing now. My whole life, I've never in my life, in any part of our country, thought that fat men were funny. That's just my point.
We're beards.
And who likes beards? They're terrible.
Goatees are okay.
Goatees
thank you.
Beards aren't funny. Beards are not funny.
All right. What do you feel about the Taft look?
It's just a fact.
I like
beards
Taft.
are funny.
Hey, he really told you.
Well hung from New Orleans.
Hey,
you got a lot to learn, Norton. You let these idiots get to you.
Oh, I just hate them so
That's
much.
what they're going for, you jerk.
I know.
Right.
I know.
They want you to react.
And I know if you mention it on the air.
And so you react, they know they got to you, and you just made their day.
It's almost like fans of other like there are certain fans of certain shows and certain fans of certain shows that don't bother me. Like maybe earlier in the morning fans of that show don't bother me.
Right.
I don't know. They don't bother me at all. I understand where they're coming from.
You just gotta relax. The end justifies the means, as they say. So just...
Can we move on?
I'll have a cookie.
This show is starting to stink.
I've had nothing all day.
It's so serious.
Very serious.
I apologize.
No.
And you're making it worse.
I've had nothing.
I just told Dan we're going to plow through this crap. Now let's go with it.
I have been awful.
Come on, guys.
Hey, come on, we can do it.
I don't think I can.
Well hung.
Funny thing happened to me. All right, go ahead. You first.
All right, let's go to Well Hung from New Orleans.
New Orleans has a great thing that's happening down there in New Orleans on our station and our show.
Congratulations to the sales staff here. They just signed on a new sponsor.
A new sponsor in New Orleans.
Oz, New Orleans' #1 gay bar.
Oz. New Orleans' #1 gay bar?
Exactly.
And they're advertising on our show. Well, we welcome Oz. The gay bar. Why not? At least with a name like Oz, you know what you're getting into when you walk in that door. You don't bring the kids into Oz. You don't bring the family that's visiting to Oz.
Why can't we get Pepsi or Chevy?
What's wrong with Oz, the gay bar?
I see a running theme here.
Yeah, we don't have to go to the bar.
You go to Oz and order a shot, and they splash it on your back.
There you go.
Wow, what funny thing, and I've only been on for, 2 hours and 45 minutes?
There you go.
Well hung.
Yes.
You got a homework assignment. You got to get a copy of that spot for us.
We'll do.
So the rest of the country can laugh at us.
Can we call up the station?
I don't know.
Or the board op or something. I want that immediately.
Oh, yeah, the board op could do it for us.
I want to hear that spot
Then we'll get on
immediately.
it, and we'll listen to the spot for the gay bar.
All right. Bartender Schillinger. Just bend over. Notice all the stools are turned upside down.
But are you writing my life story?
You and 3 of your friends. Awful.
This show's getting more and more awful.
That happens. We were distracted by our FCC complaint fine thing.
Anthony, what's going on?
Hello.
Hey.
Opie, listen, I love you guys, man. I'm a truck driver.
Yeah.
These two guys are killing me, bro. I mean, it's horrible. The show is just going straight down the tube.
Norton and Ben.
Norton's funny. Anthony's funny.
Norton and Ben.
These two guys are horrible, bro. God.
You know what, dude? I've had nothing all day, and we're giving them nothing to work with. I've had nothing to
Are you trying to say this show's coming to a screeching halt?
It did about an hour and 15 minutes ago.
All right, we're working our way through it here.
All right, do it fast, please.
All right.
I'm going to fall asleep behind the wheel and
Do you
kill
have food in your mouth right now, sir? Or
sounds like it does.
Well, Jim is so depressed he's going to just eat on the air now.
Well, we're going to get through this. We're going to turn this thing around.
How do you interject over, this big fine and this big, scandal that's going on?
Scandalous.
It's hard to make pedophilia funny.
We're not trying to.
Norton's wishing people leukemia, and there's
that's funny,
Jay Marco's calling, and Well Hung is calling.
Well, Well Hung is just.
Gaffigan raises a point though. Pedophilia is not funny. I mean, yeah, it's hot, but how do you make it funny?
Jesus. Norton, you are the one that is going to get us thrown off the air.
No, I won't.
You're the one. We try to sit and be nice.
All right, I apologize.
And now. It's too late.
You're right.
Use your own finger and hit the dump button.
All right.
And what I don't get is a parody song. A parody. It says it right there.
Parody.
Back to the pedophilia.
Wow.
Dustin showing his knowledge. Stick to the sitcoms. We know this radio thing. It doesn't matter if it's a parody.
One thing I want to hear about. Okay, here we go. That goddamn fight you did.
So you saw the celebrity boxing.
I saw the celebrity boxing. I want to know, no gags or anything. I just want to know what it was like beating up Arnold Horseshack, Ron Palillo.
Man, that was fun.
Because you kicked his ass.
Yep.
And now you kind of know about karate, or what do you do?
Yeah, but, martial arts has nothing to do in the ring.
Right, it's just put the gloves on and hit him in the face.
Yeah, and the gloves are 16 ounces. They're like pillows, I wasn't really hitting them
Now,
that
he
hard,
said there was a deal made beforehand that no punches to the head.
Well, when we got to the thing, we got the weigh-in, we got the producers come down and meet us, and the producers come down and said that he had a nose job and a chin job. And he was worried about me, because of my size getting, popping him in the face. I weigh 198, right?
Yeah.
So, I said, look, he's got to do Hamlet the next day. I caught a red-eye flight that night to go do stand-up. And so I was like, look, I'm not out to, kill you or anything. We're making the same money. Who cares? We're making our money regardless of whether we win or lose. So we go out there, fair fight. I agreed not to, pop him in the face. The head and the body, that's fine, but not in the face layer. I'm not going to try and break his nose. And he's like, okay, yeah, that's cool. And the producers were thankful for that, right? Well, we get out there, and if you recall, the first thing he does is sucker push me right off the bat when the referee says touch gloves, have a fair fight. He pushes me. Now that wasn't worked out to make it look, exciting or anything. It was just being
so when Arnold Horseshack pushes you, now you gotta fight back.
No, and if you watch the first round, because I stopped it in the second, I thought I was trying to get it to go to the third round. I didn't think I was hitting him that hard. I mean, I wanted that TV airtime. You only get 3 rounds. Right. So I go out there and I'm hitting his body, even though he's so small. And I don't know if anyone noticed that goiter on his back. He had like this big lump.
It was like something going on his back.
It was like a cyst. I didn't want to hit it. I was afraid it was going to pop, So I'm out there.
That would have been good.
You give his tumor a standing 8 count.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting there and we're going at the body, and he's just he's like a turtle. He just keeps coming up to me. He's not really showing any boxing prowess. So we're out there, and there's no target to hit. I can't hit him in the face, he's holding his hands down by his body and hunching over. He's like a foot shorter than me.
Eventually you started hitting him in the face, though. Well, I want to know what turned that around.
He bent down. I went to pop him in the stomach.
Yeah.
And he came over the top and popped me in the chin.
And then all bets were off.
Of course, he popped me first. He started popping me in the face.
And you blew his eye up. I saw his eye was full of blood.
They said that I broke his nose.
Oh, you did? Did you?
I don't know. I don't think so. It looked straight to me, but it said that on the news. Good. So I plan a whole career now of beating up the elderly, the retarded, kids.
Yeah, it looked really bad because he's just some old guy. You were beating up an old man.
Oh, come on, he's 48. George Foreman got in the ring at 52.
Foreman.
I don't know if you compare George Foreman and Horseshack.
Yeah, but you don't compare me and Tyson either. I mean,
Foreman is a better actor.
Yeah. I mean, you got, Tyson and Lewis tomorrow. They're 10 years over their prime.
Very excited. What, you think Tyson's 10 years? Well, he is 10 years.
No, they are, yeah.
Would you fight Tyson?
Oh, for the money they give? Oh, yeah. $15 million, I'd go in there, just lay down, and that's it. 10 seconds later, I'd be $15 million richer.
There you go.
People say, man, you're a wuss. Oh. Yeah, tell that to my guard at the gate in the Bahamas.
But the only thing is, if you're paralyzed, you have $15 million worth of new hats.
Oh, I didn't say I'd go out there and take a punch. I just go out there and lay down. I don't want to spend the rest of my life saying pudding in interesting dialects.
Put that platinum pin on my lapel. Boy, did I add nothing to that.
But come on.
Damn brutal.
Why? What are they saying?
Nothing. They're brutal.
What are they saying?
I don't know. They want something different from our program today, Opie. They want something different from the program.
What, laughs?
Something. Something we're not giving them. Something apparently we gave them yesterday we're not giving them today.
Pedophilia?
No, we didn't give them that yesterday.
I think
you're going to get us thrown off the air.
Not me. That's Gaffigan.
That's what I meant.
I haven't said anything. I've been here an hour.
Yeah, Gaffigan, come on. Give us something. You're doing nothing for us today.
I'm being very shy. I just woke up.
Talk about one thing I know, that goddamn computer commercial thing you were doing, and then I go, well, that's off limits.
You're not going to make me cry. Hey, let me tell you something, fellas.
Yeah.
I am an actor and a comedian, but I'll tell you something. This situation here makes me really feel like I wish I was a film director in everyday life, so I could just go and cut, because there's somebody should have been a lot of cuts here. And cut. We got it.
Is that it?
Set up a new angle, yeah.
Well, you're not. So we figured, we'd invite you in and,
and see what happens.
We had a couple of guys in yesterday just sitting around.
Oh, my God, they killed for us.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know. I'm
he
disappointed
just woke
myself.
up. Yeah, Gaffigan just woke up.
I'm disappointed myself.
Check out my website. I was like, all right, we'll check it out. Maybe there's something good there. And we go, and it's like, no, it's the best website. Like, all right. And then he's thumbing through the papers. He's just reading, eating. I don't know. Like, I thought we'd hang a little.
Yeah.
Talk about anything.
Anything? The first hour we were here, you were talking about your pedophilia.
It was an FCC complaint.
Look, you're addicted to pedophilia.
It is not. It's an FCC complaint. It's an FCC complaint. We brought it up, and then we're moving on.
I just want to go back to why everyone thinks it was bad for me to beat up Horshack because he was old. He knew what he was getting into.
No, I thought that was very good, as a matter of fact. I wish you would have heard him more. Yeah, that's all I'm saying, because it was entertaining to watch. When you hit the ring, both of you, I'm like, oh, my God, he's going to kill this old guy.
I had some showmanship in there, I was playing for the crowd.
I liked, at one point you went back, you put your arms down, and kind of waved him in. He thought it was an opportunity. He came running in.
And he got pummeled,
and you lifted your hand up and punched him in the face. I thought that was clever.
Who cares?
I thought that was nice. I mean, it was a very highly rated television show.
This show stinks.
And cut to all of you.
We're talking about boxing.
Yeah, but it was a big thing. 17 million viewers,
And cut.
What does it mean when Cousin Rob from Brooklyn says there's more humor in a cancerous testicle? Is there?
That's actually true.
Yeah,
there's
always humor. It's not necessarily the cancerous testicle as much as it is the shattered dreams and heartbroken family members. The what could have been.
Epstein's mother saying, you were looking for boxing prowess? You were fighting effing Horseshack.
And he was fighting effing Screech. I mean, come on now.
Right.
He knew what he was getting into.
All right.
What do you do?
Jim Gaffigan, stop reading.
I'm not.
Help us.
I don't want to be rude.
I know you're funny.
I don't want to interject.
Help us out.
Look, Mr. Diamond here is talking.
Oh, this is bad now. People are asking, is Voss still in town? Perhaps we can get Rich Voss in.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're begging for Voss. Yeah, that's bad.
He's in Virginia doing a club that didn't want to be plugged because they didn't think Opie and Anthony were big enough down there.
Yeah.
Really? Well. Wow.
Great. Now, I've never been in a room that's experiencing flop sweat.
The whole room is sweating. It's just, we're all like, All right. Well, you know something? When things like this happen, we usually go to the audience.
No.
And the audience is a pretty good gauge of what we should do next. The audience is a good gauge as to what we should do next.
I don't see anything good that could come out of that.
What?
So I'm curious to see what the audience thinks was, the down point of the experience so far. I mean, was it the talking about the pedophilia?
I don't know.
For 45 minutes?
The FCC complaint.
I think it all went wrong.
Was that what happened?
I think it all went wrong when I said, hey, guys, it's Dustin.
Oh, man, so it's me.
Yeah, Opie.
Well, we know what's going to be in Celebrity Boxing 3 now.
There you go. Yeah. I think what we said, ladies and gentlemen, it's Screech. Andy, what's up? Help us out.
Yeah, I just wanted to know why Dustin there thought he beat Ali after he beat Horseshock dancing around the ring like he did.
Oh, I'm supposed to just bend over and say thank you, insult me again.
Yeah, you should.
Well, how about I take you on? God.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right.
When and where?
You'd be afraid of me.
Yeah, you're right. I'd be afraid you'd try and, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Bad.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Even
the listeners suck. What, are you calling me from New Orleans? Come on.
Could you at least pretend to have confidence in that?
Oh, I didn't have anything to say. I don't have the background of Saved by the Bell. You know
how bad you'd feel if you say you got your ass kicked by Screech? You wouldn't be able to leave the house.
Oh, you're absolutely right.
Well, good. Thank you.
All right, Andy. Thank you.
Oh, one more thing.
No, this is not going to work. That caller was one sentence away from going, why I oughta.
Wait, Jim Gaffigan stood up.
All right.
I just stood up because I thought maybe it would help.
I don't know.
Mike is saying
I don't know what I'm doing. I thought you were going to start a fight or something.
Mike said June 7th, it must be a curse. Thinking back at last year, June 7th was our first day in Philly.
Every June 7th, we're going to...
Our show was horrible a year ago.
Really?
We remember. It was our first day in Philly, and it stunk on ice. And now today, look, be more gooder.
Well, let's just
We're getting people that have poor grammar.
Dimitri, what's up?
Yeah, I just want to know where Screech is playing so I won't accidentally walk in.
Would you shut up?
So how did there's a room of like 6 people here, and I'm the one that's targeted, right?
Yeah,
target Dustin Diamond.
You can't just blame Dustin. We all stink.
Yeah.
See?
No.
It's McGuire who's playing.
Yeah, it was definitely, I blame it on Jim Gaffigan.
I think Jim's got some responsibility here to uphold his end.
I just want to know, he's reading a commercial log at this point.
I'm not the pedophile, all right?
Are you reading?
What did I do?
Are you reading a movie script? We're trying to do a radio show.
I'm doing some work here.
I mean, was Jim safe because he was quiet more than I was?
That might have been a good strategy on Jim's part.
Yeah, that was a very
good strategy on our part, on the whole show.
He's preparing for an audition.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to know when to just keep quiet.
Yeah, I'm just listening. I'm listening and learning. You guys are the pros, you know.
Learn the price of fame. That's what you get, you know.
What? Certainly is.
Well, it makes an easy target. Like the last caller, the last thing he said is like, well, I want to know, how is it my fault? He goes, well, he's Screech. That's what he said before he was cut off, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess, being Screech is the easy target, yeah.
Demetrius from Philly is saying that those percentages that Tim Sabian was giving off earlier about how much percentage we've gone up in Philly over the past year has just went down 23.9% across the board, and they're still dropping. You took 3 hours of my life away, and I want it back, says Dennis.
Noel.
Yo, any of them guys wearing a wig? Get them out of here.
Huh?
I don't... More and more that the callers keep calling in, I'm not feeling bad about their insults. I mean,
There's no one has anything today.
Thank God next
in
year.
Here, out there, no one.
June 7th falls on a Saturday.
Anywhere. All I know is that I love you guys.
The whole room. Todd from Buffalo, the whole room should be fumigated with leukemia.
Borrowing from Norton there.
That's the best I could pull out was an old dopey leukemia line. I had one good one today, and now going on exactly 3 hours.
Trainwreck radio. That's what they're calling it, Opie.
Let's see what Lewis has. Lewis?
Right, maybe Lewis has something.
Lewis.
Yeah, what's the deal? We go from cringe radio to coma radio?
All right, Lewis.
Okay, that sucked.
No. Lewis, it was okay.
And cut.
Lewis?
Yeah.
Who is the problem today?
I don't know. Maybe Dusty Boy?
Why?
I don't know. Hey, Dustin, who are you going to fight next, Pagoda? Why don't you go beat up a bunch of old people at the age home?
Why? Because Fox approached me and said, here, we'll give you 6 figures to go into a boxing match.
Oh. 6 figures?
Yeah, hell yeah.
6 figures, man. Talk about a freak show.
Dustin,
I don't care.
Dustin, you're not going to turn around by bragging about how much money you made.
I'm not bragging, but I'm also not going to not defend myself either.
They're going to hate you even more.
How can they hate me more?
I got to side with Dustin on that one. For 6 figures, you got to do it.
Hell, for 4 figures, I'll stay at Michael Jackson's house. I'm negotiable. I don't care.
Well, it depends on where the decimal point is.
What?
Yes, Jim?
Can we
Are you
just
done
play
reading
my
your
CD? I'm funny.
What, play your CD?
My CD.
But is it radio friendly?
Why would we play your CD?
so.
You're here live.
Yeah.
I know. Well, ask
Do you
me a
need a
question
setup?
or something. Yeah, set me up or something.
All right, look at the list on the back of a CD.
All right, I'll try to set
And then try to set them up based on...
I'll give you a setup.
Give a setup.
No. All right, now you're reading all these.
Hey, that Jesus.
Jesus.
He, birthdays.
We're going to get
Jesus.
bleeped. We're going to...
No, okay.
No, Jesus.
Is that
good?
good?
We all know, Jesus, we all know he was a carpenter, but was he any good at that, We're like, other people were like, hey, it's a good thing that Messiah thing worked out, because, he built a shed for me. And he wasn't that good at that.
That's funny.
That is funny.
I like that.
It must have been hard for Joseph to discipline Jesus, too. He must have been like, Jesus, I went in this house by 10 p.m., and Jesus was like, yeah, whatever, you ain't my real dad anyway,
See? Now we're cooking.
That's funny.
Now we're banging on all
cylinders. I just feel like such a whore when I'm just doing jokes,
Oh,
though.
no, don't you feel like a whore about that. We need it.
Hey, Dustin, you want me to set you up with some?
Hey, at this point, I'm feeling like, it's my fault.
No!
What else? I got heavy shoulders. I'll take the blame,
It's not your fault.
It's not. It really...
What do you... I think I should just go back and play with the rats.
It's not your fault. No.
Come on.
Jim Gaffigan.
Yeah.
Do you like that sex?
I like sex.
With your
sex is good.
With your girlfriend?
Yeah, my girlfriend. I love my girlfriend. Whenever I'm having sex, I'm always thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
I can't believe I don't do this more often. In fact, we're gonna do it again right afterwards. And then I get done and I'm like, well, not right after. I'm not a machine. But you got to be careful whatever you say when you get done making love. Like you can't get done and just go, hey, your sister's beautiful. That's like a no-no.
Yeah.
My girlfriend, she always wants to talk right after sex. She's always like, what was your favorite part of making love?
See, that might be a problem.
That was really, really dirty.
See, that's dirty.
You went too far with that.
That's dirty.
I was inspired. Norton's here, man. That guy.
Norton, are you having a hemorrhage?
To an edge.
I have nothing that might even be considered amusing to say. I have nothing to say.
Just go home. They'll blame Aunt and I anyway.
I gotta
That's
take
true.
smart responsibility.
We'll just throw an old Brewer bit on and leave.
Dustin?
Yeah.
Do you like sex?
I like sex. I always think the same thing. I should do this more often. I don't have an I like sex bit. Yeah.
Oh, my God. It's just a constant battle.
Here's a little joke I used to do.
Jimmy? Yeah? Yeah.
You're dating a gal who's too young for you when you take off. All right.
As Opie hits the dump button.
Did I get dumped?
You are.
Stop!
Did
you listen to Anthony earlier?
I did it on NBC.
Let me explain. Let me tell you something. Norton,
don't even say that word anymore.
Norton brings up a point. Kids are having sex younger and younger. At least ones I'm having.
Well, wait for the...
Stop! I did that joke on Louis Anderson on NBC.
That's
well,
great.
I was very happy
I
for
would
Louis.
never do that joke I just did on stage, but...
You know what happens? You can bounce up and down on a frozen lake, right? Mm-hmm. Dunk, 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 just jump, and everything's fine. if you're on that thin ice, still the same lake, and it's still frozen, but the ice is a little thinner over here. Until we, at some point, move to the thicker ice, it's best not to jump.
Let's not jump.
Good point.
Sure, sometimes jumping's fine.
So wait a minute, where's the
I can't believe I
lake?
just dumped down on my pal Jim Norton.
Is there a
lake
here?
You're better off.
Let me go to Anthony. Anthony might have something on the phone.
No, I have nothing.
Anthony.
On the phone.
Anthony.
What's up, O&A?
Hey.
You guys rule, man.
All right.
Does Dustin Diamond, does he have any bits? Does he do anything funny? I mean, anything?
Yeah, he's doing comedy.
He's at McGuire's in Bohemia tonight on Long Island.
Like, throw him a set him. Give him something. I want to hear something he's going to do.
What is your act about?
Well, so you have to understand how it works. Any comic who's ever, been on stage struggling, and, for 45 minutes, it's a long time to dangle, And
dangle.
Once you have a downward spiral like this, there's nothing you can say to bring up the audience. There really is nothing. There's nothing that I can say that's going to make people... Because if I say something that I know is tried and true, for years, I do it all the time that works and kills every time. If I do it now, people go, oh, that's not funny.
You're a smart man.
Because it's,
that is...
come on.
Hold on, I'm going to challenge you. Give us one.
The difference is, though, people
give
on
us
the radio,
one.
you'd be surprised. People listening at home, you're right in front of an audience, definitely.
Because now,
guys on the radio,
because now it's like, okay, be funny, and now everyone's going, okay, let's see how funny he is,
Let me go to this guy, French something. French.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, that's why. French.
Yes.
I hear the
Screech, Screech there.
Yep.
You effing has been.
Hey.
You effing show sucks. You look like a gay F on this show, man. And you're not funny.
At least he's using the proper terminology, saying F. And not
you
the
effing
F word.
douchebag.
Okay, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
you're not
actually,
funny, you fat scumbag.
I think it would be S-bag and D-bag.
Yeah, you think you're funny, huh? You has been.
And has been French.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Your effing show sucks.
Well, he's not bathing, you know that.
Thank you.
You look like a faggot on this show before, and you look like a faggot now.
On this show? It's radio, sir.
Yeah, suck it. You know that?
Hey, Frenchie, what's your problem with Screech there?
Well, you look like a stupid moron on that show.
What show?
Saved by the effing bell.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, well, you look like a dick. I'm sure he still looks the same. You know, with his effing hair like that. That looks nice.
All right.
You look like you had a patch on your head.
Okay.
So you consider yourself a fan?
Yeah.
A fan? Every time I saw that show, I destroyed the TV. I threw a goddamn baseball bat through the TV.
All right.
Very good.
Okay, well, excellent.
You got a lot of baseball.
Come on down to McGuire's.
Douchebag. Faggot.
I love when a Frenchman calls me a douchebag.
Is there anything negative you want to say?
Douchebag.
Yeah, you douchebag.
How do you really say?
You suck ass.
I totally want a sample of that.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
About 10 people is going to show up to your show tonight, and then you're going to go outside and kill yourself.
Oh, my God.
You're worse than Voss. Voss is funnier than you.
Hey, you want to come on the road with me?
You know Voss? You know that short little man? With T-Rex arms? He's more funny than you.
All right, Frenchie.
All right, take it easy, guys.
All right, there he goes.
My life is complete now. I'm funnier than Voss. I mean, come on. That's an accomplishment.
People want to know if Steve the Whistler is in the green room.
No, what I want to know...
the whistling guy in.
What I want to know is how people think, okay, that I look the same as I did on the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
He looks much different.
I look way different. I mean, the facial hair alone,
Hey, Jim Gaffigan.
Yeah.
I noticed that you're... You're kind of pale.
That's kind of an interesting point that you just brought up there. I am very pale. No, I'm very pale. It's it's like the first thing that people notice about me. I could be skipping down Broadway right now juggling dildos, and people would still go, "Hey, look at how pale he is." That's a very silly joke.
All right, because he's pale, Opie. Well, I noticed he's a little pale. You can't even tell he has a goatee.
You're pale too.
Not as pale. You got me.
You're paler. You're the palest.
Yeah, a lot of good changes.
It's hard to do sight jokes on radio.
Oh,
it's not that bad.
Oh, that was a bad one? Well, it was track one, I thought.
Huh?
Yeah, you like to sleep?
I do love to sleep. I do. I tell you, Have you ever been asleep at night and you're awakened by a noise? You're convinced is someone breaking in your house and they're going to kill you. Mm-hmm. But instead of getting up and escaping, you just go back to bed. What is that, a murderer? I got to get some sleep. Can't kill me if I'm asleep. Could be embarrassing. You get to heaven, you're like, hey, how'd you die? I was too lazy to get out of bed. Yeah, I heard the guy in the kitchen. I thought I had an hour. Sleep's too important. Sleep can make you, give up any principle, too. You ever been invited to something like, hey, you want to help the homeless? Yeah, I'll help the homeless. Meet us Saturday at 7 a.m. Oh, forget the homeless. They're homeless in the afternoon, too, right? I love sleep. You love sleep when you hear someone's entered a coma and you're a little jealous. Oh, that must be nice. They don't have to wake up to eat, huh? Someone stop me.
Look at him helping us.
I feel like I'm tapping.
Tap, tap, tap. Look at the sweat marks on your arms.
Tap, tap,
We're all sweating like pigs, but look at your underarms, bro.
Looks like you just tied up Chandra Levy behind a shrub.
Oh, my God. You are really feeling the heat today,
I am pitting.
You're pitting.
I'm pitting.
Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Hey.
Hey, Jim, how was the Pope when he was little? What was he like?
The Pope, I tell you, I wonder what the Pope was like when he was a little kid. Wouldn't it have been great if you went to high school with the Pope? Because that would have been cool. Somebody did. Somebody sit at home watching TV in Poland. They see the Pope on TV and they think, wait a minute. That guy was a jerk. That guy's a jerk. I think it'd be great if you had a kid that ended up being Pope. That'd be the ultimate bragging rights. Oh, your son's a doctor? Yeah, ours is Pope. He does okay. Yeah, do you think the Pope, when he was a little kid, fantasized about eventually being Pope? How we might about being a professional athlete. Was he 8 years old in his backyard going, there he is, the leader of all the Catholics. What a Pope. Norton just left.
Very good.
Norton walked out on Gaffigan's act.
He walked out in the middle of the joke.
I think he's getting coffee.
No. You lost 20% of your audience.
I know.
That quickly, just like this show did today. Possibly more.
All right, we're going to break here.
Wow.
Dustin Diamond, you're going to be at McGuire's. I'm sorry, in Bohemia.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at this point. Yeah.
Oh, stop.
No, you'll get a bunch of people down there from this program.
Yeah.
You watch. What people that work here at the building?
And it'll be your forum.
Well, what do you do?
McGuire's Comedy Club.
Don't feel bad about yourself.
People won't even recognize me anymore. That's the funny thing. They say, yeah, you still look the same. And I get out there, they see me with a facial hair and a beanie cap, They're like, that's not Screech. The guy looked like he went down on it and came up with it. Come on. See, it's a downward spiral. You can't recover from that.
Downward spiral.
And I was trying, too.
Once you're in that, even Maverick knew when he was in that flat spin with Goose in the back, you got to reach down and pull that lever and eject. Just punch out.
Well, we're pretty close to ejecting, right?
Well...
True. Yes.
True, yeah.
We all are. Man, it's a matter of minutes.
Yeah, it's only 50 short minutes to go. I feel some funny things coming on.
Why'd you walk out in the middle of the
Why'd you walk out in the middle of Gaffigan's act?
He gave me the finger. He walked out and gave me the finger.
I like Gaffigan very much, and he knows that. I think he's hilarious. I had an overwhelming bladder.
But in the middle of his joke?
I don't care.
We're all feeling uncomfortable.
I consider that a standing moving ovation. All right?
The guy was in the middle of his joke.
Well, I think
he's heard him hilarious.
I just want to get a tape of this show so I can, send it out, try and get some work from it. You know what I mean? I think this would be a good demo tape,
Look at Jim from Philly. YSP just went back to playing music.
And I don't blame him. We got the manager of the gay bar, Oz, our new advertiser in New Orleans. Yes.
Yeah, what the hell's going on up there? I want my money back. Jesus Christ!
I don't believe that's him.
Of course not.
Not the manager of Oz.
All right, we want to thank Dustin Diamond for stopping by.
Guys, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you. It was great.
Banner day.
Dustin Diamond.
A banner afternoon here on the Opie and Anthony Show. Would you stop?
I just don't want him leaving sad. You all right?
Yeah, well,
I'm giving you applause.
As all right as you can. Yeah, but I'm singled out as the only name, so obviously, I brought the devil with me when I came, Yeah, now Norton's not going to return my calls, you know.
I happen to like that very much.
No more rat feedings.
You guys are making Jim Gaffigan very uncomfortable. Now he's looking at a magazine.
He's reading magazines.
Upside down.
Upside down.
Thumbing through it.
I'm going to come to your show with magazines, and I'm going to sit in the front row so you can feel like I feel right now.
Oh, you're joking. No, don't do that. Opie, don't bring a magazine. Oh, you were joking. All right.
Yeah. Hey, where are you from, Jim?
I am from Indiana, and I know what most of you are thinking. Indiana Mafia. But I can't do any more
jokes. It was good. I was Sammy Setup there. I was good.
Yeah, you were Sammy Setup.
That was good.
I should host my own show.
All right, we're gonna break, and we'll see who returns.
All right.
It's the Opie and Anthony debacle train wreck. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. Let's see who's still here.
Oh no.
Opie here. Anthony here. Jim Norton.
Sad, but here.
Jim Gaffigan.
Here. Barely.
Dustin Diamond. Dustin Diamond.
Did anyone see him? Is he still on campus?
Well, Dustin had to get to his...
it's a long drive out.
It's Long Island.
It's a long drive.
It's Friday.
You're out there, man. It's a fun thing.
It's rush hour. He had to leave early, is what I'm saying.
Where was Patrice and Voss?
Bob, what's going on?
How you doing, guys?
All right.
I hear Chicago's running a best of minor league hockey tonight.
All right.
And Tim Sabian jumped.
All right.
Take it easy.
That's a cute little joke for Chicago because they take the show in tape delay, and instead they know how bad the show's going to be.
Why bother?
So why bother running it so minor league hockey best of? Yes, Jim Norton?
I don't know if I haven't heard any official word at all. But it doesn't, I don't know, it could not be true, but I'm not sure if Colin's show is going to go. It doesn't look like it will, and I just want to say what a disgrace it is that the networks will not pick up such a brilliant comic in his show. It's a disgrace.
Oh.
It's a disgrace.
Wow, more tragedy happening today.
It really makes me want to vomit.
More tragedy.
Jim Gaffigan, would you like to share?
I tell you, Colin Quinn is a really, really funny guy.
We all know that. We've had him in here.
Great guy. And that show was really solid, and it was a great vehicle for Norton to get off the show.
You know what? just his monologues. It's so aggravating that somebody so goddamn funny gives them such great, brilliant political stuff, and they don't want it.
Yeah.
You're putting chiseled chin people on and wonder why cable is smashing you. Nobody's watching your faggot sitcoms.
We are so consumed with beauty in this country. It is ridiculous. I mean, compared to like British television, it's like you watch that and it's like watching an Orville Redenbacher commercial. It's like you're like, where'd they get all these ugly people? But we put like beautiful people on that are like boring as sticks.
Then again, we have them at least. The British people are homely and boring.
But you weren't boring on TV, Jim.
I was not.
No, Jim's funny.
But I'm not handsome enough to keep on there, I guess.
Is that what it was?
I don't know.
Is that why they pulled that show?
I don't know. No, I don't know. People didn't watch it.
The problem is you're so pale they couldn't see you on
That's
TV.
right. Whenever there was a white background, it was just floating glasses.
All those lights they got to use to, film.
You're hitting the contrast on your television.
As pale as me. I don't know what you're talking about.
You put on a black sweater, he looked like
Conan in here to make fun of me, too.
Hey, man, this is like South Africa, and I'm not as pale as you, my friend.
I am very pale.
I have finally found somebody that is paler than me, and it's you, Jim Gaffigan.
It stinks, too, because I'm Korean, And
Can I go on record and say, I don't know what the listeners are hearing through their little radios today.
Unfortunately, I do.
And I swear, and I'm not making... you are cracking me up today, Jim Gaffigan.
I was just doing the and cut.
Because I love
doing a lot of that. That's all I could get in.
But I love your sarcasm.
But what about
that dryness that you bring to the table?
So, Opie, by you saying that, I'm assuming that you didn't feel that Dustin was doing a good job.
I think he had a bad day.
Do you think that's what it was?
I kind of said it to him when he goes, where do you think he went wrong? I said, well, when we said, ladies and gentlemen, let's say I had Dustin Diamond. I told him, man.
Look at it. Anthony giving the courtesy laugh.
That's when Jim Norton turned around and started chuckling.
Says Anthony giving the courtesy laugh to Dustin's lame attempt at humor was hysterical. It wasn't a courtesy laugh. It was more a nervous titter. It was more a nervous titter.
It was very loud.
I'm like, ha, ha, ha.
It was like canned laughter.
Then I go, ho, ho, ho. See, that's our job here.
Yeah.
Opie does that.
Hey, you know what?
And
We should...
try to make them feel... Right.
You know what, though? We should let the listeners in on something so they can really enjoy the next time we have just a mess in here.
Yeah.
You will hear it, and I just totally fake laughing to try to bring something to the situation. And if you know we're fake laughing, you can tell how uncomfortable it is.
Well, when you go...
Yeah,
obvious what's going on.
Hey, would you guys like to hear the gay bar spot in New Orleans?
Here we go.
I swear, this is our latest sponsor in New Orleans.
Oh, yeah.
And Jason's got the commercial. Right, Jason?
Yeah, I got it, man.
All right, let's take a listen to the gay bar that is now advertising on our show in New Orleans.
Called Oz.
All right, here you go. It's pretty short. It's just a tag. So here you go.
All right.
Are you looking for the best place to dance in New Orleans? Well, look no further than Oz, 800 Bourbon Street. Oz was voted New Orleans' #1 dance club 7 years running, and it gave its best of the best. Oz was ranked as New Orleans' #1 gay club, nationally famous DJs, New Orleans' #1 night show, and the best sound and atmosphere. Oz at 800 Bourbon Street is the best club in town.
There you go.
The sound quality of that was... music club, and they're like...
Best place to dance. All the feet sound like they have Velcro on them.
Well, they use real audio down there in New Orleans there, Jim. All right, thank you, Jason.
You got it, man.
All right.
The spot was recorded in a man's colon. That's why the sound quality was a little off.
Yeah, the rat was trying to make its way to freedom.
The hamster was nipping at the microphone head.
Hey, what's the name of that song? It's the Everybody do the
Hey, wow, this is really funny. Let's go to Rob. Rob, you're next on the Opie and Anthony show.
Hey, guys. You guys are usually just great, but today you ought to take advantage of this and say anything you want. I think you put the FCC to sleep.
Very good. Thank you. And Joe from Boston. Joe, what's up?
Hey, Norton.
Joe, go. Ain't gonna work.
Norton?
God.
Sorry.
Why don't you just say what you want to say?
Say, Joe.
Oh, he's leaving.
Scumbag networks.
Hey, here's Philly checking in, Anthony.
All right.
Wayne. Go ahead, Wayne.
Dude.
Yeah.
What's up? I listened to this show for a whole year, and I get to hear this dude from Saved by the Bell. What am I going to get for another year? Like, what are you going to bring in? Buffy from friggin' Family Affair?
I think.
Come on.
Oh, Buffy from Family Affair.
Don't let him out of that one. Yeah, don't let him out of that bombing. We've been admitted our bombing all day, and you just took one on the chin, so now you admit it, Mr. Caller.
Yeah, and what's up with this club now?
Buffy,
dude? What is that? Bring your own gerbil or what?
Hey, you're not going to be warming up for Dustin tonight, are you?
Are
you at McGuire's tonight?
Dude, I got a real job, bro.
All right. Thank you, Wayne.
Hey, you guys suck.
It's good to see the listeners are calling in to bomb with us.
Hey, this is funny, too. Let's go to John. John, go ahead.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey, man, comics that aren't funny are like strippers that don't get naked. It's useless. You guys suck. Norton is the only funny person on that show. Norton, you rock. The rest of you blow.
I'm having a bad day, too. We're all having a bad day. Gaffigan's actually the only one coming out with good lines.
Yeah, and Jim, we once had strippers in here, and they did not strip.
I was... That was not an ideal situation.
No.
And cut. And cut. It says here that Screech was a sportscaster.
What? Is that what you're reading over there, his bio?
Yeah.
And
I don't have anything to say about it.
And cut.
And cut. And it's a disease.
Wonder what's going to be on NBC tonight.
We have so many things we never got to today.
I know. Yeah, have you ever taped yourself having sex, Jim?
See, that's what I wanted to talk about for the past 2 days because of the R. Kelly thing.
Yeah.
R. Kelly, he got caught having sex, underage girls, on videotape.
Yeah, first he said it wasn't him, and then he said it was him, but that the girl wasn't 14.
Right. And then he said, it's not me, but I'll pay the family a bunch of money anyway. If it isn't you, are you going to just go forking money out like that?
Dude, what is she, 14? Why do you videotape that? First of all, you shouldn't do it, and B, you shouldn't tape it, stupid.
Why does this show always go back to pedophilia?
No, well, you know what this is? This is a hot news story that people are talking about.
I'll say.
Even hot off the presses.
Even CNN is discussing
right, and all I'm saying, you first of all, you don't tape yourself having sex, ever.
I know.
Why do that? I brought up a point the other day. A bunch of people have had videotapes of graduations and weddings and anything else, and then you think, what happened to those tapes? Do you remember? Nah, you move, you lose some. Same thing happens to the sex tapes, and they wind up on the internet and whatnot. So I have no idea why anyone would do that. If you want to see yourself having sex on television, you can prop the camera up without a tape in there and look ridiculous doing it.
Last thing I would want to see is myself having sex. That would be... It's weird.
Why do that?
Yeah.
Go with the mirrors. Right. There's no reason to videotape yourself. What's that, Jimmy?
I got photographs of my mule. I photographed.
See, that's another thing. A lot of people take the pictures.
No face.
No face.
There's one where I hold the camera down,
right,
and I'm looking, and I look like LaMotta telling a joke at the end of Raging Bull. I'm just fat, and my neck is fat, and my mule.
What, your neck is in there, and your belly, and your mule?
I got one of myself, let's just say, finishing up business with my fat
Why
stomach.
were you taking pictures of yourself doing this?
Oh, dude, not that I would.
Were you alone in the room?
Yeah.
Wait, you're alone. You're just doing things to yourself.
Yep.
And you're snapping pictures?
No
was
face.
On your to-do list, or?
No, it had nothing to do with sending them out to girls that I might have been talking to.
Oh, was it Polaroid or digital?
Digital, please. Come
okay,
on.
so it's
the millennial.
High quality.
I'm thinking maybe, silly me, I'm thinking maybe this was a phase you got over, not last week.
A Polaroid, no.
No, why'd you do that? Just curiosity?
Yeah, well, you're talking to a gal online, and they say, well, what do you got? And you want to go, well, funny you should ask.
He takes his digital picture and then emails it to the girl.
He advertises.
Do you know she probably goes, hey, this is Jim Norton's mule.
Prove it. No face, just a fist and a little angry thing. And my dumb belly in one shot. On the action shot, my stupid fat gut.
So are you talking on the phone?
No, I was alone.
You're typing?
You know how hard it is to keep a rod with your toes pointed straight out and aim the camera and finish and capture that all on film and suck in your fat gut?
No idea.
It's awful.
Did you get a good shot of the finishing move?
Yeah, there's definitely, it looks like someone cracked an egg on a German war helmet.
You're making Jim Gaffigan very uncomfortable.
You didn't get any range shot, though?
Dude,
those
I don't
damn
have
digital cameras, they don't go off right when you press it down. You got to time it right.
I don't have the atomic camera.
It does a little 5-second video, though. You could have gotten that.
Oh, is that what you do, Jim?
That's what I do.
When you're pasting yourself?
And if you go to jimgaffigan.com,
log on and check out Jim's pictures.
I got like 12 mule shots. Some of them are awful.
No, you really have 12 shots? Like, So, like, you're talking to somebody online, you're like, you know what? This conversation has reached the point where she needs to see my...
It depends.
Yeah.
I'm not shy about it.
Why go through all your pictures trying to figure out which ones
look
good. Better?
Oh, I look good in this one.
Do you want a headshot or a headshot?
Do they know...
Is that common?
The chat rooms I go to.
Do they know that it's you from this program?
No.
Okay, so then why not just get a picture from a sex site?
I can't lie.
And take that picture and go, yeah, here's me.
This is me.
You know, with a six-pack and the washboard abs.
I can't lie.
What are the responses to the picture like? Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Good shot.
Do they reciprocate?
I
like the lighting.
Do they send a beef or whatever?
Yeah.
Really?
They do?
Oh, yeah.
Where are you going for this? Is this an AOL thing? Oh, it's regular internet thing?
Yeah, it's an email. Hey, how you doing?
Just random people.
I think you should go to Glamour Shots to get your next set of pictures.
Nah, there are people that you talk to and whatever. I don't just send them out random. I have to know somebody. A, know somebody who's old enough. B, you have to know them certain, it's...
Right, you develop a rapport.
Oh, there you go.
And then they get
I didn't know you were getting into this.
I'll send you one.
What chat room
No,
is that?
I don't want to open up that email.
Oh, yeah, you're getting one.
Oh, look, it's got a virus attached to it. I am not opening that one.
And let's go to Psycho Tim's. Tim,
what's up?
Make it fast, bro.
All right, quickly. I got, we're having a sticker stop next week. We got 4 strippers coming up from Boston, New Hampshire to give out the WOW stickers up at this hotel we're going to be at. And the girls are going to be there on Monday, so you guys can check them out to start off the WOW, the best WOW. Is that quick enough?
And cut.
He's having a hard time, isn't he?
Maybe
by the way, you guys killed yesterday. That was a great show.
Thanks. Thank you, Tim.
So, and you can find out all the information on where.
Did you just hang up on him? I have no idea what he was talking about.
He's talking about the WOW contest.
Okay.
That starts Monday with all the radio stations.
But
basically, it's like the Naughty Nighty contest. We're inviting the girls to come down to all the stations we broadcast on to get their pictures taken. We're looking for the best WOW. Up for grabs this time around, Anthony?
Yeah.
$5,000 cash provided by RisqueVideo.com.
$5,000.
$5,000 for the winner of the best WOW contest.
For $5,000.
$5,000. Well, we get a lot of the professionals and stuff,
yeah,
and regular girls that want to show off.
All they have to do is WOW.
The best WOW, though. It's just like Naughty Nighty. You go down the station, there's someone waiting with the digital camera. They take shots.
Oh, good.
We put all the shots on OpieandAnthony.com, and then the listeners vote for their best one, and the winner's going to win $5,000 cash, courtesy of RisqueVideo.com.
Wow.
The contest starts Monday.
Nice. Let me give the
and we're
going to
be at WBCN on Monday, so we're hoping a lot of girls show up. In Boston for this, because that's where WOW started, as we all know.
Let me give the first few girls that come in, a little clue, because it seems that when these contests start, the pictures look like the medical pictures in medical books, where they're just standing straight up, showing their boobs. Yeah. Just because it's a WOW contest doesn't mean you can't accentuate your WOW with other parts of your body.
Do whatever you
know
want.
how the Naughty Nighty contest ended up like, I don't even know where the nighty was in that picture. It was a Naughty Nighty contest won by a completely nude woman. So if the girl wants to lay down,
whatever,
show that, kick a little hip out there, that's fine. But what's the matter, Jimmy?
Just thinking of kick a little hip.
You know, when she lays down and the hip is up and... Oh, take another picture of your schlong, you sick
No, you should submit your schlong for this WOW thing.
Yeah, do that.
No. If they have an contest.
So we got to adjust the contrast on the camera for your white belly. Yeesh. Is it just everything else blacked out behind it?
So all ladies in the Boston area, show up at WBCN on Monday, because we're there. Yeah. All right? The winner's walking away with $5,000 cash. You're going to have plenty of time to qualify for this. But it all goes down Monday, the best WOW contest with Opie and Anthony. Right. Jim Gaffigan, a very, very funny guy. He's playing the Stress Factory all this weekend.
Thank you.
We love Jim Gaffigan.
Very funny.
And Stress Factory is a really, really nice club.
732-545-HA-HA.
For Jim Gaffigan tickets?
HA. That's the Stress Factory number, because 4242 spells ha-ha. One of that Vinny, right on top of things. 545 ha-ha.
One of the best comedy shows that I've ever seen, Jim Gaffigan and Brian Regan.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Both guys killing.
Very good.
Why do you look at me like I need to pony up?
Well, no, because I felt guilty because I've seen you too, but I'm telling you,
Don't feel guilty, you got
maybe if you didn't have Boss warming up for you, I would say, when I saw you, it was the best show.
I don't care if it was the best show, as long as people come out and see me in Atlantic City at the end of July.
We're going to play What Did We Learn next. All right, let's play What Did We Learn on the Opie and Anthony show today and get the hell out of here. We got to get our asses to Boston for the River Rave Sunday. Right. And then we'll broadcast live from WBCN on Monday. The WOW contest starts, so ladies, please show up at WBCN on Monday if you want in on the contest, okay? Yeah. $5,000 cash up for grabs. I want to thank Jim Gaffigan for stopping by today, Anthony.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. Yes.
Thank you. I know that there was kind of a weird hour there, but I think we pulled it out.
It was only an hour?
It
seemed like about 10.
Felt like kidnapping.
When did we pull out of this?
I don't know. I don't know if we have. And cut.
Jim Norton, what's up, man?
Salmon.
What's going on?
Yeah, you are. It's all right.
I'd blame you.
No, I'd take responsibility for my dumb comments. I think I was like 3 for 40.
Yeah.
41. Every time I opened my mouth, it was just a show-stopping stare fest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always nice when, people need a little pick-me-up to just jump in and contribute nothing. Well, we're all sinking. Well, here's a bag of rocks.
Jim Gaffigan's getting uncomfortable. I know his move now. When he gets uncomfortable, he reaches
I've looked at a lot of magazines. I've looked at a lot of magazines while I was here. Mostly when Screech was here, I was looking at a lot of magazines.
Jim's doing a lot of perusing.
Perusing, nice word.
545.
A lot of perusing.
Ha ha.
I'm ogling myself.
I learned Kreskin was the high point of the show.
You never want to hear that. Jerry from Edison, I learned today 1 year to the day, and Tim Sabian is once again questioning his decision. He also learned at Oz the stools are upside down and the shots are served splashed on your back.
Okay, that was funny.
That was a really good one.
You got to count them one by one. Yeah. Add them up.
He also learned every June 7th the show stinks and I don't like it. And he learned the meaty, breasted zilch in the wingtips had nothing today. Jersey Gary also learned the homeless are still homeless at 2 p.m. He also learned he won't be listening to the June 7th, 2003 show.
No.
He learned Norton needs to relax. The ends justify the means.
Mm-hmm.
He also learned Canadian radio station call letters are named after sexually transmitted diseases.
Wow.
And that Anthony is a better mentalist than Kreskin. At least Anthony predicted buildings falling down 1 year ago today.
Hey, there you go.
That was a little scary. Tim from Philly says it all. This is as bad as Voss's act from yesterday, but you don't have 13 years and crack to blame. Let's go to the phones for a couple here. John, what's going on?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I learned that today's show was about as funny as having your wife call into your show every day.
There you go.
Dude. And also that Jimmy went 3 for 41.
Dude, I'm not married. I've never been married. I mean, maybe someday I will, but hopefully I'll marry someone who's interesting.
3 for 42.
All right, thank you. Oh, wow. Dominic.
You know what? And he was right. You're right, sir.
Dominic, go.
Today I learned, you know what? I'm sorry. I got to go. I have like 42 interviews to do. I'll see you later.
All right.
His timing really stunk.
It was a great concept.
I got to go, but the interviews are coming. All right, stupid. But it was actually a great joke.
Great concept.
You're a writer. I'm hoping to go 4 for 44.
I love the fact that this show just stunk.
Oh.
You know, what are you going to do?
And you know,
we had such a good week of radio, too.
We had high hopes to close it out strong.
And as a comic, you know that when things are kind of lagging, if you can have a few gems, you're really going to shine.
Shut up. Shut up.
I just couldn't shine.
And Kevin from Queens. Someone got it. Today I learned and cut.
And cut.
Jim Gaffigan is a very funny guy, and he's playing the Stress Factory this weekend. I highly, highly recommend you go see Jim Gaffigan.
There you go.
JimGaffigan.com, Anthony.
Check out that website.
And he's got a couple CDs. That's where I got the setups from.
There you go.
Earlier. I did some setups for you.
Oh, I didn't notice.
I didn't even get to the glasses one.
Yeah,
it's too late now.
All right.
Maybe you can do that at the Stress Factory.
And cut.
Okay.
And cut.
I learned what awful radio really is. Phil from Philly. God damn.